necessary, but already seeing, I feel like maybe a little bit of a glimpse of what we can see throughout the rest of the day here, Nima, with some of our drop spots. I think we got to talk about it a little bit. We see there, it's just G2 and the Gentlemates at Lumbermill. I was looking at Train on the other side. Not to be surprised at all, it is just Vitality and T1, and we're also seeing For Fun. It looks like they're actually going to take over that barn area of the map as well. Just seeing a couple of those drop spots there. Anything that you think, maybe if we're going to play a little predictive analysis here, that maybe might happen in map number 1?
Research is going to be bloody awful for anyone taking part in it. That's got 3 teams directly inside of it, and one of them trying to play up from server side. So that could be very busy. Coal Depot, yes, you will see that contest coming in from Light Unlimited. This is Willy, Dragons, Kiraku. They were landing both in EU finals. Very intelligently leaving that to the Falcons because we saw what they did to any contests online. But I'm very curious when it comes to this barn play out of For Fun. There's a reason why the best teams don't play center map. It's because you end up in a situation where every area is a threat to you. If you've got your back to the circle, you can pay attention to directly what is in front. You've essentially got a focal cone. You don't get that luxury inside a barn. You got to be very quick on the loot. It has to go well. Otherwise, that is an instant blender. And also, there's nowhere safe to put your anchor. They are under threat at all times if you don't have that advanced UAV. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out for them. They're a very smart team. They'll have said, this is a very empty part of the map, so this is going to be best for us in terms of early game economy. But if they stumble, it's going to be a very hard route back from there.
No, it's I think, a great point to bring up. I think, yes, you can land barn. You can very quickly get your loadout, feel good, but then you have to rotate very quickly to just somewhere else. Go take a fight early if possible that's there. Because like you mentioned, you're getting taken from potentially or pushed from all kinds of different angles. You got teams at Mansion. You got teams at Research. Maybe G2 who are kind of flying on over. G2 the POI, not G2 the team that's there. But also teams maybe potentially one of those squads from Train pushing on up. All kinds of things you have to worry about. But one thing that's very interesting to me, if you think about it, on the north side, we have Twisted Minds. You get Mansion for free. South side, it's the Falcons on boat. They get it for free. For a couple of our other heavy-hitting teams, I'm looking at T1 and Gentlemates. They're now having to sort of contest their POI early a little bit. Does that maybe slow down some of those rotations they can make and allow for maybe those other 2 heavy-hitter squads just have a lot easier of a sort of round number 1, just kind of feeling it on out. It's really, really interesting to see how this map will go ahead and play out, just given where some of those squads are landing and what is between them and the potential zone that will pull there.
Yeah, it's difficult because it can be very zone dependent. We know certain teams, like for example, AG Global, right? They land Church in this one. It's a case of, okay, well, are you going to change that up if the zone pulls off maybe towards the east side and so it's too early to say really like what the situation is going to be. We're going to have to give it a drop or two before we kind of really see, break that down with any sort of depth. What I will say very quickly is that Team 7 apparently were really struggling. That's Clown & Co. They were a surprise team in through NA. So they're going to be very happy about this reset and hopefully they've learned a couple of things that not repeat that in Research Center.
Hey, getting blessed. Well, let's go ahead. Let's bring the desk back on and get some of their thoughts about some of those early things that we saw. Maybe some more conversations about some of those teams. Taylor, Goj, Tiff, glad to be able to see you again. I know we're all excited to get into this map number 1, but anything that kind of was gleaning from you guys from just some of the things that we saw there in that quick little glimpse of map number 1 that we got?
Well, first off, some teams who dropped early now have a second chance, which is great. Okay, first and foremost. Look, we want to make sure competitive integrity is there. Dancher, you kind of highlighted that. Everything needs to be correct before we get started. After all, there is $100,000 on the line, so the better the competitors have, at least at their setup, the better. And look, I want to say, by the way, the team on site doing a phenomenal job. Shout out to all of you who are working hard behind the scenes to make sure the competitors have what they need to be successful. Goj, what do we take away from the first couple of false starts that we witnessed just a little bit earlier?
I mean, there's a lot. I think our casters covered a lot of the interesting drop spots. I think generally speaking, when you think about Resurgence, you really can't have 4 or 5 teams landing in the same spot. So I wasn't expecting to see all 4 of the teams we expected or on paper said they were going to Lumber or gone to Lumber in the past, going to Lumber in the finals. So it is interesting to see Los Carrilos. They've completely left Lumber. They're actually on the opposite side of the map, down in the silos, over by the water, bottom left side of the map. So I think that'll be an interesting play for them. Again, I think I said this a moment ago, but Deus Samir and his team have been talking a lot about strategies, and I think this is a team that's got a lot of them. They've been kind of going somewhere different for every stage of the competition we've seen thus far, so it makes sense that they change things up here for the finals, and hopefully that remains the same. Again, this is an interesting thing to start with this fall start because it does give a sneak peek into which POIs are conned, which means our actual map 1 could be different now that they have read the map a little bit. So there's a lot of what ifs right now.
A lot of what ifs indeed. And speaking of sneak peeks, Polls Check, shout out to you for giving us a sneak peek of what to expect over in Birmingham. Repolls, your team has been putting in the work. Highly appreciated. Long hours. I think yesterday was almost 11-hour broadcast, but the energy never went away. I don't know how you guys do it, but you managed to do it each and every time. Shout out to you. We love you very, very much. Ravens, by the way, have been on fire, and yesterday they had an incredible game to finish out the day. And Polls Check ended up catching it all.
He's with a beautiful slide and looking to be a little bit aggressive here, but a little bit too much. Come on! Oh my God! Oh! They hit! No!
They're not gonna get the kill.
No!
They didn't get the third.
What's happening?
Crazy
with 9? Crazy, why aren't you
What the
fuck is going on?
Where was this, bro?
Nielsen with 16. Oh my God. Nielsen at 16 fucking kills. 16. Nielsen at 16 fucking kills.
He popped low. He popped low.
They automatically qualify.
He popped low.
Genji doesn't qualify.
He popped low.
Or it depends who was under them.
It does not. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Good. Wait, really?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, 16 kills. Can they knock out? Nielsen 17 if he 1v2s. He might get the super max. Genji knockout fatality?
He's about to drop set. He's about to drop 20, bro.
Oh my God. Genji knockout fatality or no?
We haven't seen knockout vitality.
I don't know 100%. But look at oh my God.
He called.
Nielsen just fucking chat. He whipped it out. Nielsen 17 on the final game to qual. 18. Make it 18. Brother, can he go for 19?
Let him rest. Give him 20.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Nielsen has 18. Here we go.
He's running at him.
He's running at him. Oh my God.
Y créeme, a un jugador que tiene experiencia, aunque sea un poquito, sabe que ni siquiera tiene sentido comparar una partida
I mean, wow.
Brother, wow. Brother, what the fuck? Wow. Bro, Nielsen just dropped 19 for the fucking dub. 19 for the qual. Are we fucking serious right now?
He popped low.
Nah, bro. Nah. Yo, didn't Nielsen have like got that ice?
You can never say they don't bring the energy, losing their minds rightly so. By the way, Destroy, he just started casting. You could tell he was locked in for a second, right? Play-by-play was coming, then all of a sudden he started losing his mind, and then there was no more casting gap today. He was just enjoying the moment. Love it. Nielsen, 19 kills to finish off that game is incredible. This roster, Ravens Enigma. I've heard they're streaky, but I don't know. Nielsen, is he finally going to get what's due? Is he finally going to be one of the top 4 teams to go to EWC?
Maybe the top 4 might be a stretch, but he does have the ability to take over lobbies, as we saw yesterday when his team needed it the most. We've known the ceiling that this young man has possessed for some time, and he's been put in a very difficult spot. It feels like for a lot of these French teams that have really been strong in the European side of things, you're auditioning for the Gentlemates should they ever fall apart, should a chink in the armor ever appear. Ron Van Eersen, he's a fragger. Gentlemates' fragger is Enkyo, so he's in a very tough spot of, no matter how I perform, what does that look like for me? But all he can do is continue to rock up just like he did yesterday. He was very confident inside of that venue. Steps up, I was stood behind him, and some of the stuff he was doing to opposing teams, it looked like he was running ranked lobbies. He's going to have to bring that energy into today. We'll likely need a bit more support from Chalk in terms of the slaying out figures. He's playing as that intelligent anchor, and what a redemption story it would be for him, by the way, having been dropped by the Gentlemates previously before they were under that banner, to then make it to EWC, whether at the expense of the team in pink or not. But a very good roster indeed, a dark horse amongst this star-studded lobby.
Dark Horse, like that. Love my Dark Horse teams out there. How far can they go? Ravens, we're supporting you. At least I am, personally, especially that the Dark Horse, at least title, has been thrown out there. Nielsen, man, 19 kills is just absolutely insane. If he could do that each and every game, I mean, this roster could hit match points quick. You never know. I mean, it is LAN after all. Teams start to show up or they start to fall off. It's up to them to decide how far they end up going. A little bit of extra time to discuss some extra strategies. get relaxed a little bit, figure out what may have gone wrong in those short little snippets we had in the 2 restarts just a little bit earlier. But that's Ravens on your screen. They're going to be kitted up. And they got a little fan base right behind them, support system. I'm sure as the day goes along, Enigma, people are still like, recovering from the previous days of Birmingham.
Yeah.
But as the day gets longer and longer, I'm sure it's going to start filling up in the cameras.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yesterday, it was packed from the very beginning. It started to dwindle down after a bit because there's no seating, or at least there wasn't yesterday. And let me tell you, my feet were bricks about 6 hours in. But there was a lot of shouting, a lot of love, a lot of celebration. It was awesome to see. And every team basically has an entourage. Obviously, teams like Amir and General Mason Kogan have considerably bigger entourages than some. But it is a case of just so many people have flown over to Birmingham to take part in the support and are very, very excited for what they are seeing out there. Yeah, a wonderful day. If my throat goes at all, then that is on me for shouting yesterday. But I guarantee it's going to be a hell of a lot louder on Sunday for finals.
That's it. It's going to be a fun time. Let's get it started once again for game number 1. Dandro, Enigma, take it away.
Ellos están
Hey,
viendo
thank you so much. I'm glad that maybe your gentlemates in CDL got knocked out early, so that way you can save your voice, of course, for this event here this week. Maybe you'll have a chance to root for the gentlemates here in Warzone. Banishing to fry on out. Really love a lot of the breakdown that we have. There's a couple of teams that I feel like we haven't super dove on into yet, Enigma, that we do need to talk about, right? When we kind of talk about some of these rosters, I think we got to mention this Spectre roster. This is one that I think if you know ball, didn't surprise you to see it, to have them qualify. But I think if maybe you're not as familiar with the competitive Warzone landscape, especially in EU, let's talk about this Spectre roster and what they can bring to the table as we get ready to drop on into map number 1.
Yeah, so this roster is going to be Sariel, Authentics, and Swizzen. Now, we got to see a little bit of some of these players last year, and then Sariel's this young man who's kind of burst onto the scene. A lot of hype around him, but obviously you're under a considerable amount of pressure when someone like Enkyo starts talking about you. So a lot of eyes turned in his direction, but I think that this has actually been a relatively balanced team effort. Authentics is technically the anchor, but the impressive thing about the way they land, the way that they've gotten through is where they land. They actually play out of, I'm not calling it G2, I absolutely refuse. It's over by name, no name, or train cars, and they basically don't have a safe spot to put Authentics into, so he just kind of plays almost as a backup anchor, almost a traditionally classic big map anchor where he's kind of over the top. Should Sariel and Swizzen engage, he's able to just bang shots in from a distance. Swizzen was actually leading the line. He put up 51, which is a real step up for him, and there's an element of what is your ceiling, what's your potential? Every time we see them, they've gotten a bit better. What do you look like on LAN against the very best teams in the world? They haven't played much globally. This is an opportunity for them to really stake a claim as a European powerhouse.
They were kind of one of these rosters that I was very excited to see engage in this strategy. We've watched a couple of teams try and do it, and this Spectre roster feels like they were the only one to really make it happen, to do exactly what you mentioned about. It's park Authentics up there on that bridge side towards Trange, and you let Sariel and Swizzen fly on into Research just to be able to get a little bit mixy on some of the teams that are there. You have a buy station at 10 right behind you. If you do need to back on up, do not worry. You can get that squad back on in. You'll have plenty of space to play around. Very excited to see what they can make happen. Sitting across from them, though, it's another roster we got to talk about. It is none other than G2 coming on in. We saw them in those early engagements against, of course, the gentlemates down there at Lumber, but we cannot sleep on G2. There are some questions around this team last year. Are they going to be able to perform? You know, they performed online, a little bit lackluster on LAN. This feels like a little bit of a redemption arc for that team.
Most certainly. It's a tough one because, again, we were in Saudi Arabia and we could see a couple of the players on that team very nervous, lacking of color, shall we say, in the face, very much so, struggling with the pressures of stepping out across the other side of the world in front of thousands of fans. So, you're back there again now. This is now about building experience and taking what has been a very impressive online resume into our major tournaments. So, yes, G2, they have the potential to go big. If they finish top 4, would any of us be massively surprised? No. It's just all about that LAN environment and how you're going to perform there. I believe Big Man actually turns 19 today, so, I mean, that's an incredible time to do that. I saw him tweet something, so, yeah, I don't know, but either way, what a birthday present it would be to get yourself qualified in for the World Series. If they are going to do that, they've got to win this Lumber Mill landing. They are not going to get away with it for free. You're up against Gentlemen, obviously one of the best teams in the world. And a lot of teams from Cole like to rotate over and contest. You're not going to just win it. It's winning quickly. Get yourself set up and ready to defend before entering your mid-map strategy. Let's get ourselves dropped back in, my friend. Let's take a look at these landings. We will get the traditional down towards Lumber Mill and the same over towards Train Station. Research will be busy, but other than that, looks like we've settled into the same old setup.
Oh, and already, maybe a different change of pace here for this Lumber Mill contest. For the gentlemen, you lose Hollow, you lose Kromalok. It's just Enkyo alive. Thankfully here, hot off the drop, that resurgence timer very low, so... Well, the young French prince himself is just going to continue to sprint away from this G2 roster. Find any crates that you can, chalk down that resurgence timer. You'll get the boys back on it, but you can tell G2's a little bit on the hunt here. They know it's just Enkyo. They would love to put this gentleman's roster into a blender very early on, and seemingly that's what's going to happen as Scythe claims Enkyo.
Yeah, big pick up there by Scythe, because the longer you let Enkyo move around there, the more dangerous he becomes. He starts to try and take those fights on his terms. Just be tapped up with a little bit of damage here. The plan for Gentlemates has to be to slow it down. Back up, find somewhere to put yourselves, let Enkyo back in and engage this as a 3. Hallow's going to be stuck over towards Garage. Plate will go in. Do you read the company close by? The answer is no. G2 continuing to find early points. And this is exactly what they want to do if they want to make that top 4. Clean this out early and get themselves set up for any rotators.
You can see there's a lot of teams around there. I saw 4 Fun starting to flex on over as well. Very interesting, but you can start to see, this is what I love. We get a nice little lay of the land here at map number 1 with some of these squads. We can already see, of course, this Ravens roster is here. Los Carrillos not too far away either. And, well, look who's kind of come on over into the mix as well. Falcons. They've flexed on out of boat. You got 2 of their team members trying to maybe get in the next. Dongi and Noobs trying to clean up some of these players. A lot of movement on this map. You can see it nice and squares on up. 2 to his name already. A couple of early shots. Backs down the player. And you're losing some members here. So potential third parties getting ready to come on in. Just trying to hear some of those gunshots ring on out.
Looks like we've already lost one team, by the way, trying to figure out who that is, but it almost ended up being Ravens being knocked out. You lose one player, Heat is under pressure from one side, and, well, Nielsen from the other, so had to slow it down for a moment. Gonna hear play on the zip, Heat finds Amir, getting a little bit too aggressive, but then one player's gonna land on you, actually, that's Z-Dog, I think, coming back in from the sky. He's unawares. King Chalk trying to return the favor, taps one up, gonna be knocked though, so Ravens looking to their fragger to slow the pace for a moment. To get their boys back in.
This is what you like to see. You love to see the early engagements. You just maybe a little bit of a heat check on how you can manage to play this. Niasan doing a great job. A little bit of an update. You asked Enigma, who's the first team that we had eliminated? It's T1, okay? Not a great way to start your Birmingham land, but if there's anything we know, a lot of resilience out of that roster. Niasan will finally get found out, of course, by Vitality. You can see maybe they're starting to feel a little hot here. You take out T1 early on. We know that roster, they love to ride that momentum. And starting here in map number 1, winning your POI, winning that contest, and then starting to maybe fry out the rest of these Main Street rosters who are throwing in a little bit of a blender. That is exactly what we like to see if you are a Vitality fan.
You most certainly do. Main Street just continuing to be a mess. Falcons squeezing everybody in towards the streets. Destroy over the top. 7 kills? Oh my god! He's flying! Dave running off the energy from being on the watch party yesterday and cooking up a storm at the beginning of map 1. Usually Grimey's their lead slayer. I said I wanted to see Destroy involved a little bit more, or Adrian. Well, Destroy's taking it all on his shoulders. The captain leading the line and finding Gooey. Now looking over towards a player. Just over towards service will be knocked, but you have your boys here to help clean this up. Great trades, well played around each other. Willie, Kirikou, and Dragons in a little bit of a blender. VP looking fantastic early. That is at least 11 kills. Got to assume Adrian's got a couple. You might be pushing 15, and we're still approaching circle 2.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, just where the zone is pulling, this suits them so good because you kind of have, of course, the waterway that splits the map. And it means you're either going to have all of these teams having to push over from that Main Street side or kind of play from this right Lumber Mill side. So what does, obviously VP need to do? It's just win research and kind of push on down. Eventually they'll make their way onto Lumber Mill, but it's so easy to play this map from north to south and necessarily from west to east. So I love being able to see them get those early kills, teeing up nice here in map number 1. And you mentioned we're only in second zone. We're missing 3 teams already, though. Is starting to see some of these players fall. Squad 7 maybe didn't have the best time in map number 1 before we came on into that reset. Getting a little bit blessed, but I did see them getting farmed by VP. So maybe the reset not blessing them as much as they would have liked. So hopefully they can manage to stabilize here. Kill feed still popping off, as we can see already what's happening over here at Boat. With, of course, the Falcons. Looks like maybe they're starting to get contested a little bit. I think this is Ravens, who's made their way on over, looking to hold down the Boat. This could be a huge win if you can find Soka. Trades enabled. He'll get taken on out in blink of an eye. It's just one last member of the Falcons up into the sky. And, well, maybe not exactly the best for some of our top tier teams.
Now the tables have turned. Falcons rolling into Main Street early, squeezed the Ravens in and put them in a harsh blender early on. But, well, consider that situation well and truly flipped. The Falcons look for a regain. Players are going to begin to land off towards the water. But you will have players from Los Carrillos over there, so very far from safe. Early stages yet, plenty of regain opportunity. Speaking of which, Kirikou, William Dragons, we just saw them struggling against VP. They'll continue to have a torrid time as Spectre find the opening knock, but Dragons is there for the trade. Make it a 2v2 for now. The problem is there's pressure from train cars. That's actually going to be Twisted Minds looking on over. And Kirikou's just got to find a moment of calm. There's boys back in. He shoots too early for me. I know you get spotted. Yeah, you got to get the hell out of there. And he's gone. They're out.
Okay, yeah, maybe think back on that one. You're the last alive. You just have to manage to maybe get your way on into one of these corners if you can to stay here. Popping on up, trying to be able to maybe get some shots on that VP roster. Not going to exactly work out the best for you, but look at this, Soka. He has a teammate who has been knocked. Ravens, they've moved on over the boat. They're trying to find him. They would love, you're going to hear that for sure. Does he have the cash? No, he does not. And I think he was able to get the buyback, actually. So huge play from Soka. Keeps them back on in, but look at this. Player, 5 kills to their name. Already flying on in. You're getting gunned out of the sky, and it's Skull taking down the Falcons immediately. They're going to be in 10th there. You'll get a little bit of purchase on some of those kills with a multiplier, but it's definitely not the way they wanted to kickstart their finals.
Absolutely not, but Virtus Pro are having themselves a belter. Adrian, he's only on 1. It doesn't matter. He's the anchor. He's just going to keep the boys going. Grimy and Destroy, they've got to be pushing 15 plus already. You're going to be back down, however. Twisted Minds are here for the fight, and what a squad this is. They're going to rotate in with that gas, continue to squeeze everyone down, pick up bodies on the way. Almond finds 2 and a crack. Smitty with 3, and he and Shifty are getting aggressive.
Huge fight to be able to boil on out here. I love that Twisted Minds have made this rotation on early. It would have been so easy for them to get stuck on this outside of zone, but no, they realize they want to play from this coal side, just like Virtus Pro. Shifty, 7 to his name, make it 8. You get the knock on to Grimy that's there. Smitty going to be able to follow it on up. Tail between your legs. You got to run away if you are Adrian to put yourself into the back on that train car side, but this is not where you want to be. You got blood in the water. Shifty, he'll be able to actually find Destroy. That's going to be the final member of VP, bringing on down and starting to see some movement. And I love this. Twisted Minds, they get that engagement. They can sense somebody starting to murk their way on up. That's squad number 4. That's going to be the Gentlemates. They're kind of playing on this outside as well, but Twisted Minds, they would love to control Cole here, love to control the rest of the zone.
Quick update on some of the teams that are going to be out. FLS, Light Unlimited, and I believe that was Destroy just now. Sorry, VP taken out completely as well. So down to top 7, 1.4, going to be your 5th place. So everyone's going to slow down for a moment, try and grab that multiplier. Say that, Almond ain't going to give Vitality a moment to breathe. Drops a cluster on their forehead and also knocks Sage amongst the madness. And as you're trying to rotate out, you are a sitting duck for this Twisted Minds team. So Vitality looking to slow it off as well and try and rotate in. But there is solo. Then there's one other solo in this. Everyone else is a 4-3. You've got Ravens, Los Carrillos, Gentlemates, and Twisted Minds all setting themselves up for this next circle.
I mean, you are just holding the line if you are one of these solos. So that is a tough ask. It's basically going to come down to which solo gets found out first, potentially. I don't know if I see any of these full 3v3 action fights coming on out here, just given the zone. Seeing your sort of picture-in-picture there, top left, where some of these players are starting to hang on through. Squad 7, they have been able to at least get 2 more players on in. That's going to be Team Clown. So you got 1 in the air. I mean, they're starting a little bit of a regain, but unfortunately, Enkyo spots one out of the sky. Respawn protection will make sure those bullets don't do nearly as enough, but follow-up shots will be able to get some of those armor tags that you're looking for. Team Clown starting to make their way on into Lumber Mill as well. You see some of these fights brewing towards that northern side. Looks like it's going to be Ravens and Vitality. Going to start to engage here. And Twisted Minds, they might have an opportunity to third party that if they hear those shots start to break on out.
They're going to take their time. Heat will find Blast rotating in. You will actually get a knock through if you're Vitality here. Big moment in that fight because you're surely going to be out-tooled in the moment. Nielsen, the man who went massive yesterday, could the Frenchman do it again? Finds the first. Transfer for the second. The shots are great. You will get knocked, however, in the end. Shifty's going to hear all that gunfight and begin to rotate over. May have just wiped Vitality off the board there in 6th. So now top 5. Next multipliers for the win. 1 player of the Ravens remaining. Other than that, you're slowing it down. Gentlemates are just going to let a lot of this fight happen. Actually, no, you're going to have 1 player still in from Team Clown as well in the water. Consider them dead now. So he settles then. 3v3, v3, v1. Squaring off at Lumber Mill.
Vitality kind of punching the air. Only 1 team away from getting to that 1.8, or sorry, 1.4 times multiplier. That is there.
Pero cuando quieres
So,
cambiar
would
algo
have loved to be able to get a little bit more. This is that stage of the game. We get down to the final few teams. 3 squads remaining, and it's a little bit of a standstill. Zone will start to close them on in, but we have 3 teams remaining. It's going to be the Gentlemates. It is going to be Twisted Minds. It is going to be Los Carrillos. As Amir finds Z-Smith. Twisted Minds, they try to rotate through this backside. You'll hit the buy station. The Criminal God is there, finds Almond. As you are just trying to reap the rest of this lobby, but you're going to hear some of these shots going on out. Gentlemates have moved their way on in. Find Z-Dark. Enkyo playing this rooftop, begging them to try and go for this res.
Gentlemates time it perfectly. They just let everyone else engage. I say that Shifty will not be outgunned by anybody. Finds Gromlock to turn the tide. 3v1v2 now in favor of Los Carrillos, and Amir's going to get aggressive with Grimmy. Nice. With Dog. There goes Z-Smith. Shifty's going to be across the way. And there's the full cleanup. Looks like Gentlemates managed to get a hold of Shifty. 3v1. The Latam squad are putting on.
Amir and Ogra trying to be able to claim map number 1, and he's going to be able to do it. Deus Amir hasn't always been the Resurgence player that we have known and loved. Picks up Criminal God here. This is a whole brand new Resurgence in this roster. And what they can make happen. They looked good yesterday, Enigma. Well, they look pretty damn good here in map number 1.
Most certainly do. What a story it is to get these gentlemen winning map 1. Get through yesterday's qualifiers in 4th place in the end, but started incredibly hot. Is that a repeat of the storyline today? If so, they want to change the second half of it, but for now, so far, so good. And yeah, he is obviously one hell of a talent. Amir going to be bringing in Z-Dog and Criminal God. We've spoken about this young man. Just turned 18, bursting onto the scene. This is a player that we've all got our eyes on, and being a huge part in those end fights and showing that they see out map 1 here. What a way to let everybody know who you are.
We saw them make that rotation early. Unofficially, we're being told 15 kills, 24 points. Let's watch how do they get to that point where they're able to take this map. And I mean, it's just some great positioning. They rotate early towards this lumber mill area, and I think they just realize it'd be so easy to kind of poke their head out when they hear all of this shooting going on and put themselves in a bad position. They say, nope, we're going to grab some of the rooftops. We're going to kind of high-low this a little bit, and we're just going to let some of these players have to move on over towards the main building, because that is exactly where the zone pulls. That's what happens to Twisted Minds. They try and get a little bit cheeky here, maybe make this rotation on the back, but it's just such a great positioning there from Los Carrillos to be able to cut them on down. And it just feels like when you get to those final moments, they just do the better job against the Gentlemates of finding those opening picks, getting the kills where they need to, and forcing them into a 3v2.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I thought Gentlemates had done it completely correctly. I thought they timed it very well, but it was the ability for Los Carrillos to just kind of, okay, in this moment, we're going to try and take control of the rooftops. That stopped them being smothered from above. And again, just let them kind of bounce back. They didn't almost let what Gentlemates were trying to do. They did it themselves. Let everybody else fight for a moment. We're going to take a second to breathe, regain, go again. Beautiful work out of those 3. Again, they've flown over from LATAM in order to get here. They were offered one of those team passes. They said, damn right, we will be there. They had great support in venue yesterday. No doubt a lot of loud fans stood behind them as they take out map 1. But we're getting a look, my friend. Obviously, we're going to take a minute to get the leaderboard together, but a lot of high kills. It was a very fast-paced game. We were seeing players still come back in. We were talking like 7 teams remaining. So yeah, it'd be amazing to see what everyone thought of that on the desk. Let's welcome them in and get their thoughts on that process, because my God, what an absolute barn burner to kick off the Warzone Resurgence series.
Yeah, let's get the desk back on here. Would love to be able to see that, get their thoughts on this, because I think they are definitely, I know Goj is in the back kind of yelling at everything. Desk, take it away.
Yo, hey, first off, great game, good calling, and a lot of points on the board already. 150 points to threshold. That's what we're going for. Some teams fell very short. We'll talk about them in just a sec, but at least for Deus Samir, Ghosh on top. He chose this roster for a reason, and starting off with a Game 1 victory, Latin America is happy.
Yeah, Latin America's got to be incredibly happy. Winning map 1 is fantastic for them. I will say 24 points isn't a crazy scoreline, but it is certainly solid to start with. The biggest thing that I saw about this roster is they don't land lumber, but they rotate there early and take control of the main building in lumber. Basically, I think it was before the Resurgence timer closed. It was like maybe before the fire sale even. It was very, very early. And if I'm not mistaken, they start in gazebos and then rotate through the water to lumber. So yeah, a great start for these gentlemen, and overall a great map for them. The big question in my mind, how many kills did Twisted Mind have? They did win out the north side of the map. VP also had a great map. Destroy on double digits. I mean, map 1 was a treat.
Yeah, Twisted Minds, I think unofficially around 16 total eliminations. There was quite a few up there, 15 plus. The most was Furnace Pro. Let's highlight them. They're on the screen tip. Destroy started off. I think we when we left his viewpoint, 8 total eliminations by like minute 4 or 5. They were sitting at like 11, 15 elims. They started off hot and heavy. They did get finished off earlier than they wanted, but they had a great start anyways.
Look, I'm just going to go ahead and say their start was absolutely nasty. Of course, they landed just on the outskirts, the lower right side of Research. Now, Research has been one of the pinnacle places at the start of the map to acquire a ton of skills and kills. So what they do is they drop down from the south. They duke it out against Spectre and Cole, and they really want to lay claim to that just based on the way the circle is pulling. It's going to be good to establish a clear side of the circle. Gentlemates, starting in Lumber, after their initial contest, they had already acquired a large amount of space there. So you have to be able to fight for your own. The biggest thing that allows VP to get a ton of kills is those contests in Cole. You know who moves in though? Twisted Minds. They chow VP. They push them out even further.
Twisted Minds had such a good game. We get to the final points though. It's our top 3 teams. It's a 3v3v3 Ghosh.
Yeah, 3v3v3 is a great way to start map 1 and finish map 1. It's not often you see 3 full teams in the final circle, so this was a treat. And frankly, I thought Los Carrilos made it near flawless, right? They isolated their ones, they wait for the other 2 to engage, they got weak, and then they clean everybody up. They are in final form right now, and you better be watching out if you are not a LATAM team. This is a very, very strong squad.
Strong squad indeed. A lot of strong starts, but for others, a start that they didn't want. We're obviously talking Falcons and T1. T1, more importantly. Ghosh, let's go back to you, man, because this roster, much hyped up. Spam Gola, I get to land, no worries, I'm feeling good. However, they're the first team eliminated.
Yeah, so this is an interesting conversation that I'm sure the casters will break down more in future maps, because for our first map, the big question mark was around T1's drop. They like to land Train, right? Well, who else lands Train? It's Vitality. Vitality's kind of been skating under the radar, or at least at the bottom of our leaderboards, just barely making it to the next stage the last couple times. They're a really good team, though. Here's the other issue. You got AG Global landing Chapel, or Church, as the players know it as, and what I was looking back on, T1 get wiped the first team. They're the first down. They chow Vitality, and their anchor is actually playing over by Chapel, and AG wipes their anchor. So it was kind of a combined effort to wipe this team before they could respawn at the beginning of the game. I don't think T1 even bought a kill. They lost the early engagements, they lost the early gunfights, and they lost all of their players. So T1 out of this lobby on 0 points, if I'm not mistaken, going into map 2 is brutal for them. If there's anybody that can come back from it, it's certainly that roster, but that is not the story you want from that team. Whereas the Falcons, they still picked up some kills, which is, again, the classic Falcons mantra, which is, hey, even our bad games end up being mediocre, which is good enough to make us a consistent team, because we're going to have a pop-off game. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, but I do question, though, Tiff. I mean, for Falcons, right? I mean, mediocre, that's not going to cut it. I mean, top 4 is what the goal is.
Yo, you do not want to ever put the word mediocre and Falcons in the same sentence, but that's what this map 1 was for them. But you have to remind yourselves, the dynasty of the Falcons broke apart because seconds weren't good enough. We don't settle here for the Falcons, right? And as you look at their faces, I don't really see a lot of worry. Of course, Noobs usually has a smile on his face, maybe 99.9% of the time, but this just goes to show you how locked it is. Now, I said the same thing about the Gentlemates back in the EU Grand Finals for their region, right? I didn't like the map 1 performance, and what did they do? They went and they blew through map 2. Lo and behold, a substantial performance that put them right back into the mix. Now, since this is a race to 150, what is this team good at? They're good at averaging a top 3 performance. They're good at averaging 1.4x per point here for the Falcons. They miss out on that on map number 1. I have no worries. If the potential winning team grabbed about 24, 25-ish points, you're looking at hitting 150 in 6 games. That means you have 5 maps for the Falcons to turn it around.
Well, it's interesting, too, to talk about the Falcons because everybody also knows their game plan, right? They are free at boat. They send 2 out to do whatever they want on the map, and their anchor sits in boat. Their anchor this time around was still Hisoka. I was watching it back, by the way. It was Ravens that ended up chalking their game by challing their anchor, Hisoka, by himself. So while the 2 were killed and they were flying back in, Hisoka goes down. So then the 2 flying back in go, oh, now where do we go? And one of them gets killed. We see a buyback come through. Then we're flying back in as Hisoka, and we can't find the ground fast enough. So look, everybody knows the Falcons game plan. Everybody knows T1's game plan. Yes, they're the top 2 teams, but when everybody knows your game plan, if they have intel, you can be cut down early.
It's only game 1 after all. No reason to raise the alarm bells just yet, but it was Vitality who ended up, securing that final blow. I think specifically Skullface. So Skullface Sage Blast, a team that has a lot of experience, and for a couple of those players so close to getting a victory on land at EWC just last year. They have a great game, 15 total eliminations. This roster also looking quite scary. 6th place, I think, is where they finish. Gosh, talking Vitality. Honestly, not a bad game, number 1, from their standpoint.
Well, I think the big question with Vitality, based on the stats that we've seen, is their placements are never the problem. 6th place is frankly a low placing for them. Like, they're usually a top 5 team, or at least that was the case during opens. It's just been kills being the issue. So, Tiff, I think the big question mark now is, hey, you're winning that early engagement with T1 with a little bit of help from AG. You're finding kills, and hey, this is honestly a better start for Vitality than we've seen. Like, sure, they would have loved to win the map, but they got pinched out with like 3 teams rotating in, and Twisted Minds just beat them to the punch by getting to the north side faster.
That's just what's going to happen, right? As we shift into the grand finals and you're playing against teams that you didn't run into in some of your early regional finals, now that you have just all of these teams on the map, different areas are going to be more highly contested. And luckily for everyone, this circle on map number 1 went to Lumber. What happens when we go to Research Center? What happens when we jump up to the northwest to go to Pond? Things are going to get incredibly messy, and it's going to make that whole train station early action that much more wild. And I like the word chaotic, and I am ready for some menacing moments on land, baby. This is what I live for.
Can I just say, too, the fact that we're seeing Vitality pick up top 6 and the zone doesn't pull train is also a win, right? I think this team has gotten really good placement recently with the opens because we actually pulled the train quite often in our open finals. So they're getting a lot of zones during some of the qualifiers, and it worked out for them. This time, they're on the opposite side of the map, and they still are top 6 with a sizable amount of kills.
I do want to talk about Virtus Pro a little bit more to circle back, because one thing that I do notice, they do get a lot of elims. Naturally, they slay out. That's great. But do we think they kind of burn out a bit too early? That's going to be my concern. I look at like Aiden's rosters in the past, and one of the things about them, granted, champions, they win EWC last year, which I was highly impressed with. But I do notice, especially even the qualifiers leading up to that final day, one of the things about them is they would slay heavy. They'd be really, really slay heavy, but then they would fizzle out way too early and they miss out on the multiplier. Could we see Virtus Pro be one of those rosters, Goj?
Yeah, I mean, listen, according to their average placement, they were 8th average placement throughout the course of our NA finals, which is what they hit here. And it frankly isn't great in terms of multiplier. You really want to be a top 5 team, and some of the teams ahead of them in the standings were averaging top 5. So that is worth mentioning. Their kills are solid. Frankly, they weren't all that great even in the NA finals. They kind of did just enough. So this is a great start for them. I think the big question mark with Virtus Pro, that zone, frankly, is just really congested, right? You have 3 teams landing up at the top right-hand corner of the map. map. You've got several teams down in Lumber. You're getting contested just south of you at Cole. Like, there were so many teams to fight for. The fact that they picked up that many kills is fantastic. It's not a surprise to not see them in the in circle because over half the lobby was basically fighting all around them, Tiff.
Yeah, they really were.
I was going to say, Tiff, it's time to get into game number 2 because match 1 has concluded. Game 2 is ready. Dandro, Enigma, let's see what's in store for us.
Hey, thank you so much, Taylor, Goj, and Tiff. Fantastic breakdown because that map number 1, I feel like, was a great sort of maybe crystal ball into how the rest of our morning or afternoon, if you're over there in Birmingham, will go. But, I mean, Enigma, when we talk about what happened with some of those teams, I mean, it was just so close all the way at the very end between some of the heavy hitters that we had come to know and expect. But Los Carrillos are going to be the squad that were able to take it on out as well. Can they do it here in map number 2? I love the way that the desk was breaking it on down with how, hey, some of the teams that we see do the best in that game number 1 are some of the squads that are furthest away from where that zone pulls. And I think that is something to be really keeping in the back of our mind as we go through the rest of our maps here today.
Yeah, typically we've spoken about Avon's Hollow as a bit more of a defensive POI map. You were able to lock yourself into various areas and kind of batten down the hatches. No such thing here. Teams getting big kills on rotations. Virtus Pro, of course, being one of those. We saw incredibly high kills before they'd even really managed to make it away from Research. But yeah, Los Carrillos do a wonderful job. They're landing down by gazebos and then moving through Main Street, picking off bits and pieces as they go. There was obviously that fight between Ravens and Falcons over at Bolt. I think that helps alleviate that pressure a bit because they're able to push through. But they do a wonderful job of knocking down every domino in front of them and then just handling that end fight. As we said, Gentlemates were happy to let them engage each other, so Los Carrillos Twisted Minds, and then activate on those gunshots. They do a great job of kind of understanding, wait, as soon as we take this fight, we need to recognize that we've got to look around us here, play for the rooftop, the height advantage, and that saves them from falling and gives them the map win. So we know how good Los Carrillos are, we know what they're going to be like. They pick up 50 kills, I believe, somewhere around that. So that's a great start. What's that on a 1.6? Some good numbers, some good math early. Again, they started strong, though, yesterday. They slowly started to fade off. Can you avoid that? Have you figured out why it was that happened? What it is you need to do to keep up the tempo? If so, we could be seeing a LATAM team through to EWC.
Listen, I would love it, and I would love it for no one other than Amir, but we have a lot of Warzone left to play here today. I think that's maybe a conversation that we haven't had a chance to really sort of hype up that, yeah, you can have one banger map. That's cool. And when we're talking about potentially going 10, 11, 12 maps, if you're not playing consistently over all of those maps, you might have an opportunity to maybe have 1 or 2 stinker games, whatever. It's A-okay. You have to be consistent across every single one. So maybe you had a great map number 1. Can you have an okay map number 2 to follow it on up? And I'm looking at this map here, and we're already starting to see some shifts in where people are dropping. I'm looking at Lumber Mill, my friend. We're already seeing 3 teams now down here at Lumber. This is wild. But on the other side of the map, train station, it's Vitality. It is, of course, T1. They're battling it on out. It wasn't so good for T1 early, and the shots are already going on here. Spam, he gets caught on the cross. Sage, he's going to be able to find one, and just like that, it's Echo. He's dropped. Is that T1 out? No, you still have one more up. It's Disrupt, but he has to run away here. Oh my God, what a breakdown. Hot in map number 2.
Entire thing turns on its head there, but with a decision-making from Sage. Pops a stun that catches Flush. Means Spam can't get the kill that should have been his, dead to rights. And that then means Echo's stranded. Disrupt does well to get out, to be completely honest with you, but it will be a regain situation for them over at Pond. Now to check in with this flight, this 3-team fight at Lumber Mill. Of course, G2 Gentlemates, they're expected, but Los Carrillos are in the building. And they will be trying to mop up anything from Stack's side instead. Big Man's going to get the early crack here, trying to chase down a Gentlemates player. Tucked himself in on the opposite side of the fence. Noise Q going to give him away. You're actually going to get shot from elsewhere. That's going to be Team 11. For Fun Esports finding a pick over from Mill side. Gentlemates then in a little bit of a blender, trying to regain early.
This is already starting off with some energy that I knew that we would get, but just to already see it here on map number 2 is something special. Already seeing these battles battle on out between multiple of these players. Now, I love that we come and check on over at Research because we didn't get a chance to see what was going on here because of so much of the action in map number 1. We knew that this Squad 7, Lost Waldo, Colony, Clown, they were in a little bit of a blender in map number 1. I think we're starting to see why. Sariel already on 4, finding some of those early kills, but look who's kind of floating on over here, getting mixed as well. Light Unlimited is here, and maybe we're starting to see how Destroy exited some early zones already on 8 in that map number 1, because we have so many teams that are fighting over here at Research. It's such a big POI that you got to play around.
Certainly is. Just so difficult to wipe teams. Players can just go and get lost if your anchor's trying to stay alive. There's 3 levels, a hell of a lot of heavies and doorways and crevices, and Sariel does well to crack one, but he's going to be back down, having been cracked himself. There's an attempted trade from Swizzin, won't come through though. Dragons on the hunt initially. Sariel going to get the hell out of here and might play this back zip. Going to have to be wary of Overwatch from player in the skies. As from Team 9, that is Virtus Pro, continuing to look to regain. Not been a great start out of them so far. Let's go back to number, check out this fight. As Criminal Guard's out of here, Dog's trying to hold the front line.
Dark has an idea. You got a player around you. Some early shots will back you on down. The fly on forward, big man. Maybe gets a little bit too aggro, but maybe that's exactly what you need. Scythe is there for the trade. You've been able to regroup. SG2 and Amir sensing some danger nearby, just holding on for the time being. Let Criminal God get back on in, get Z-Dark into the map as well. Resurgence timer still alive and well, so you don't have to worry about it too much, but look at the kill feed. It's Scythe, it's Big Man, finding Engio, finding Gromalok. The Fulls are there, and it looks like the Gentlemates first team to be eliminated from map number 2.
We talked about their slow contest. Seemed like they'd finally fixed that in the last map, of course. However, Shell struck again. That curse. G2 mop this up. You still haven't cleared out Los Correos if you are that side though, so G2 are far from done, and Los Correos have actually managed to hit a nice little regain. Let's take a look at T1 here. Fighting Vitality. Disrupt cracked. Leaves. Sorry, spam cracked. Leaves disrupt. A little bit exposed there, but Echo's actually going to be able to collapse in through the backside. Oh, I thought it was great timing, but Skullface absolutely slams him. Incredible work. Disrupt's now going to push this forward, leaving Spam as an anchor. And yeah, Disrupt might be swinging off a little bit more than he bargained for here. So I agree with the back off. I think you got to reposition this fight. Try and get Echo back in. There's no escape route though. And Disrupt's now been found, and Spam's in big trouble.
What do you do here? You're just trying to stay alive. You're just trying to play your life in Vitality. They sense the blood in the water. This is exactly the type of push that you need. Spam, you might have stims. You might be trying to hit the stimmy shimmy, but it doesn't matter when you got Skullface and Blast running you on down. Great job from Vitality yet again to cut down T1. It's not a full wipe, but you've gained control of this western side of the map, but the action doesn't stop there. Over at Research, Lotus 8 starting to get a little bit mixy here. You've lost some of your teammates. It's Havoc hitting the loadout, trying to stabilize as everybody is just trying to get their loadout, get the guns in hand, and try and keep them hot. As we have another squad make an exit. That's going to be Squad 7. Watch Waldo Clown, Colony 2K, also eliminated.
Quite starts the afternoon from them so far. Surprise team, the way in which they managed to get through NA finals. As we see T1 try and regain and land immediately into the arms of Twisted Minds. Almond on 5, he's had it busy here at Mansion as you try and set up. Squad 12 on that minimap's going to be Ravens, likely trying to regain themselves. We've seen them arriving in different numbers, bits and pieces. Going to slow that down and get together. Even I think weakened T1's a very dangerous T1. The full Twisted Minds, well, no one wants to be fighting that, especially not when you're looking in the correct direction. Spinny there for the trade. You do lose Shifty, and I'm not sure if Shifty was already weakened up or if he just committed to the fall instead. Try and burn through that resurgence timer quicker. Either way, it's going to be poorly timed because Smitty is going to be cleaned up by Nearson, and Almond's just trying to hang on for dear life here. A few seconds. Twisted Minds, you get found here, you are out. Keep an eye on the bottom left corner. Shifty will be first back in.
See, the Ravens doing a great job controlling this Mansion POI, and I'm looking at that mini-map, and T1 has also started to float on over here, maybe trying to find some purchase of saying this is a big POI. We know we can sort of play out of this if we can manage to get some loot, but you have a player get taken on out on the fly, and it's just one alive. It's just Spam who's there, and I think he actually gets dropped on in. Meanwhile, other side of the map, Los Correos, they're starting to get farmed by, it looks like Gooey. VP is starting to float down on in, and Squad 6, they're starting to get moved through as well. That's Spectre. There is just no opportunity to get your feet underneath you once some of these heavy-hitting squads are able to gain purchase on some of the land nearby. Amir trying to get the buyback on in. He'll be successful. It's just Criminal God in the sky. Our winners of map number 1 suddenly find themselves on the back foot.
He's going to try and hit the deck here, but it's a member of Spectre that'll be shooting him in the back. Oh my god, I thought Crimmy had done it. Just about. Get your kill through if you are Authentics, but it's long enough for Amir to try and find a regain location. But, well, safety. Not the name right now for anywhere this team are landing. After losing the Lumber Mill fight to G2, they've been in that regain blender. But look at the amount of teams that are over here towards Mansion. Twisted, Ravens, T1, all here. Now starting to get pressure as well from Vitality. They're looking at Courtyard Wall and holding Bond. They'll have a buy station in their midst. Shifty gets them to cut down from King Chalk. So, yeah, Twisted Minds is certainly not going their way. Almond's going to have to slow the pace again. Resurgence window will be open. However, these are the last of your plates going in. So Almond's in dire straits indeed.
Needs to just stabilize. Well, how's it worried though, Enigma? I'm looking at that mini-map. Sure, you have a couple of these squads. T1, Ravens, Twisted Minds, all here at Mansion. They're going to start to battle each other, and who's waiting in the wings? It's Vitality. They've made their way into zone towards this house's side. They would love to catch some of these players moving on out, as would Spectre. And we're starting to see some kills come on into the kill feed. I saw a Los Carrillos squad wipe. We'll get confirmation on that one, but it was by none other than AG Global, a squad we haven't had a chance to talk about. Falcons, they're also starting to get dropped a little bit here at Lumber. What is going on? Nobody having the opportunity to regain in this fight. Falcons looks like they're wiped as well into the top 10 squads remaining.
Before Fun Esports starting to arrive into this fight against FLS. Themselves, they're only a 2. You will get that spawn back in as well. So for Fun, looking pretty great here, center map. This is as center circle as you really can be right now. They'll have control over the buy station within it at Mill. FLS tries to get out. FLS gone. Out of here. We'll see you in lobby 3. Halfway through the teams now. 8 out of 16 remaining, but, well, let me tell you. 8 teams, but certainly not 8 healthy ones for Fun. Just trying to catch a couple of players rotating in, maybe third party, a few situations. G2, they're now squeezing up against Twisted Minds on the regain.
This could be a huge fight for them. Anxiety is going to be able to find Z-Smith. A huge opening that's here. But if you are Twisted Minds, you have to be so careful. Shifty gets caught on the rotation there from Scythe. You can see already the confirmation coming on through. So G2 doing a great job. They land Lumber, they win Lumber, and now they are just looking to clean up the rest of this. Scythe, he'll get 8 on the board. Take down Almond. Twisted Minds taken on out in 8th place. Some of the squads in with it, we thought were going to come on in here and be hot off the presses. Can't seem to find any sort of purchase. And already, here you can see Spectre holding the line at this POI that they know and love. They land at it. Find some members of Vitality. Sage will answer back in kind with an X3 Ion in hand. Send Swizzin running away. Last player alive, but he might be running directly into the waiting arms of Light Unlimited, who is here. Couple of squads torn apart, just trying to get into that top 5.
No slow. Playing for that top 5. North side of the map will belong to Vitality. Cold Depot in the hands of Virtus Pro. If you're Spectre trying to squeeze forward towards Gens, but you'll be backed down by Light Unlimited. South side of the circle is probably going to be the busiest. As you look at a fight over Mill, there's a buy station there, very important for both those teams. There's AG Global and 4Fun. Now up here on the north, Circle Paul is going to be as center as you like. It's over the bridge, it's over tin. It's not pretty for anybody right now. They've all got to make a rotation.
I mean, Vitality's probably in the best opportunity right there. And look how just go wide they get. But this fight happening over here at the Mill is so important right now. 4Fun, AG Global, Scummin, Knocked, Oki, Scum. It's just FIFA Kill that's here. Juju, he hears some of the running, but Fief, he's going to be able to run away. Somehow stay alive for the time being, but a great stabilization effort from 4Fun. They'll gain control of this, but they are still outside of zone. You have to make your way on in. You have a few remaining members of G2 here, just trying. You'd love to be able to get to that top 5 with Scythe with 8. We're seeing Big Man and Anxiety also get some kills early on in that game. You would love to get to that multiplier. They're going to be able to do it because on the other side, it's Sage with a huge 2-piece on Light Unlimited to knock them on out. Vitality, they have such good control of the rest of the zone. Everybody else has to scramble.
You will drop in fourth if you are G2, but that's a great match for you. At least 18 kills on the board. For fun now, trying to play up against Virtus Pro, who have a full 3. You're sucking yourself inside and hoping for the very best. Vitality looking to catch anything on the outside of this, and then activating the right moment. They're in the best spot to clear the map. The circle pull is awful for them. They're going to have to move quickly.
Vitality got to push down from this top side. You need For Fun and Virtus Pro to go ahead and fight here, or maybe you can play a little bit of a third party. Here comes the swing, the flank. He's going to go wide, but all 3 members of Virtus Pro are there. It's a 2x2. Blast flies in from the back, though. The shots are good. Vitality, they're going to look to clean this one on up, and they will be able to do it. They come on out here in map number 2, and they catch the win, Enigma. Vitality, they weren't able to get it done through our qualifier stage. Say no worry, they come on through. They look good in the open portion of Birmingham, and they're looking pretty good here in our LAN finals.
Looking pretty damn good indeed. It all comes back to that contest. We've seen it 1,000 times in scrims. It's never particularly looked comfortable for them, but 2 clean wins in the early stages. Good map 1, much better map 2. Huge here to lift them well up that leaderboard, if not towards the top end of it. Potentially 20 kills there on a 1.6 multiplier. Dear God, these boys are putting on. I spoke to a lot of people inside the venue yesterday. What do you make of Vitality? And the answer came back from everybody. Sometimes maybe hot, sometimes maybe cold. They're a team that no one can really get a beat on. They've not got much faith out there in the stands, but plenty in themselves. And these 3 alongside eBay will be very happy with their progress so far.
Listen, if there's anybody that loves being undervalued, it's Big Man Blast himself. Being able to come on out. Oftentimes yesterday was the one putting up the big numbers for his team alongside Sage. Just doing such a great job, all 3 of these players playing as a unit, playing as a team. And one of the biggest concerns we had through that qualifier stage, right, Enigma, was they weren't making the rotations that we'd like to see. They've somehow unlocked the code, right? This is so far away, this zone, from their normal drop point. So I love that even when this zone pulls so far away, they are finding success where they need to, playing sort of this northern side of the zone, doing such a great job, because it's kind of all starts here, right? Sage picks up a huge 2-piece. This opens us to this top side, and they can just wait for the rest of these teams to battle it out down below.
Yeah, and they do a wonderful job of it, and it's almost a repeat of what we saw in Gentleman's trying to do in map 1, but it's before that as well. It was, they played up towards Barn, and they were willing to hold the wall of Mansion, just catch any teams that are playing for that buy station, patiently does it, don't need to go over aggressive with it, and then the circle after that, when they play the north side, and they just go very wide, make sure they just catch any wide teams trying to play out and flank them, and just, okay, everything's in front of us. As long as we don't lose a gunfight, as long as we don't overthrow, as long as we don't overchow, we're going to be fine. It's that calmness, that composure. We haven't seen it from them too much when it comes to the online stages. These 3 boys, plenty of LAN experience, LAN championships in there as well. And what a story for them to be looking real good after map 2. Again, we'll be very surprised if they're not right up at the top end of the leaderboard. So a lot of people stood around them at the end of that map. They'll have their support, they will have their fans, and they'll have plenty of eyes on them, no doubt, for the rest of this afternoon.
We talked about consistency and coming out doing a pretty solid job in map number 1, winning map 2. It's a hell of a way to make it happen. But also we had to talk about, hey, For Fun, Virtus Pro. A couple of those teams we highlighted at the top of the show, also finding their way towards the end of that map number 2. The scores are starting to build on up, our friends. Some of our teams that maybe we thought would do good, they're answering the call. They're doing fantastic through 2 maps. Others are heavy hitters. I don't know what's going on. You got to maybe recollect as a group, figure out how you want to maybe attack this map and how you can do a little bit better in these coming maps. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be dropping on in to map number 3. You don't want to miss it.
The Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence series is coming to the 2026 Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. 32 teams, $1 million on the line. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours. Get to Riyadh this summer and watch the greatest rise above.
Tú repiten eso. Es que esto lo que hace aquí es que otro torillo será.
Lock in, load up, and let's make history.
Doggy from above, the shots are firing. Fight's coming thick and fast and furious.
Today is about legacy.
Guess what? You thought you were safe? Everyone who's falling into these guys' sights is dying. Twist and bite! They do it to the very end! It was patience all the way through!
There it is, 2 games down, a lot more to go. How many are we going to get? Nobody knows, but we do know the 150-point threshold is still up for grabs. However, we're quickly approaching it just after 2 games. Welcome in to the Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence Series Grand Finals. Competitors are in Birmingham, and it has been a lot of fun so far. This time I've got Dandro and Enigma on the desk. Good job, boys, for the first 2 games. Dandro, I heard you on break. You're getting a little worried at the moment. Things are getting hairy, right? Because some dominant teams fallen a little bit short at the start. However, it's given an opportunity for other teams to rise above.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, I think we all would have had saying, if we maybe could have done some predictions and said, I think these teams will be top 4. Still a lot of Warzone left to play, don't get me wrong, but seeing some of these squads come out and already be shooting in the way they are, Enigma and I talked about it. We kind of asked, it was having the 11 games yesterday going to be a buff to some of these teams? And it seems like for some of these squads, like Vitality, like for Los Carrillos, they are doing such a great job coming out flying here today.
Yeah, huge, right? And I was thinking about that, especially for like Falcons and T1 Enigma, like 2 great teams who have yet to get the footing underneath them. Early exit, especially T1, 1 elimination across 2 games.
Yeah, that's insanity. No one would have predicted that coming into today. Whether you're a little bit cold or not, that is very uncharacteristic. They're struggling with the landing fight against Vitality, of course. Then it feels like they have no escape plan. They have no real route out of there. One of their regains was off towards Pond. Or what's their route from there? Play in through Mansion if you want to avoid Vitality. Mansion's being owned by Twisted Minds right now. Are having themselves a solid start to the tournament. So very tough spot to be in. Potential third parties also coming in from main and street. So yeah, they've got to find a regain blender. They obviously have Echo. He's one of the greatest sooner rather than later. Match point could be a long afternoon, but you do not want to be chasing.
Esto era el que se estaba quedando ahora mismo aquí sería. Veamos la tabla de puntuaciones.
I'm going with Twisted Minds this time.
Okay, Twisted Minds for Jade. VP.
Okay,
my prediction for this next game.
I'm sorry.
Vitality. Oh, Vitality. They're looking way too good right now. Chad, that is not a curse. You're going to see right now, Vitality, they're about to go rogue.
You think back to back?
I think they go back to back. They're playing way too good. They're doing way too good, chat. That's not a curse. Just watch.
I'll be happy for Uncle Adrian if he will. I'll be really happy for him.
Bro, I might even cry if Adrian fucking wins, bro. Holy shit. Match point 150, chat. Match point 150. So, I mean, the scores are going to be relatively low. It should take a while for us to get there. Because I'm not. Tell you I'm not, I swear. Guys, look. I'm going to prove to you right now. Vitality's going to go rogue and win again. Watch. Okay. Watch. They've only played 2, chat. At the bottom of your screen, it says right there, after game 2, guys. I think everything should be... any info that you guys would need should be on the screen, except if it's like the size of my underwear. That's not there. But apart from that, we have the match point, what time it started, the leaderboard here as well. After game 2, everything like that. I think we should have everything, bro. Started 2 hours ago. It didn't. Come on, baby. Where are the updated scores? Chat. Whenever that yellow symbol next to the scores, to the left of the scores, that means that the score is not submitted yet. So once you see no symbols, that means scores are in. Okay. Your size is extra small. It's not. I'm a small. I'm not. Yo, Fatty, Daddy.
Oh my God.
Fatty. Yo, Fatty, thank you for the 3 months, bro. Thank you, baby. Fatty. Yo, where's FIFA, bro? Is he in here?
He resub.
Oh, FIFA! Wait, he did. Wait, FIFA with the 31 months said W. Everyone said AG Hearts. Can't hear what y'all talk about, but thank you. Hopefully not asking who's coming to last. No, we're good. We're not, people. We're not, bro. Hey, W. Oh my God. Raji with the 100 fucking gifted. We need like something for land when somebody drops a fucking banger. like we need like a disco party.
Just dance.
Wait, JD, do you still have the video of me thrusting the camera?
What?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? JD, you
I
still...
never watched that.
Let's go. Chat, we have a thrust. We have the Raji thrust is what we're going to call that shit, bro. Raji with the 100 gifted going fucking insane. Chat, we're going to have the thrust for you guys. Don't worry. I'll bring the thrust for you. I got you, bro. Yo, Majin, what's up, Majin? What's up, my boy? Majin, thank you for the 46, man. I appreciate that, bro. Batty, Majin, okay, I'm caught up. All right, for real, Raji, thank you for all the love you always show. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, bro. Yo, Jack T-Pod, that means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Little pelvic power. I can't even say anything. My pelvis is probably tiny as fuck, bro. Bro, did you guys see when was right next to Juju was right next to me?
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
I look like a child.
I make you look small. He makes you look, like, I don't know. Someone said I
You don't? We look the same size.
That's true. Someone was
right.
like, she's way taller than you, and I'm like, it's obvious.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Hector. I didn't know you were that short. Like, short, like, as me. I'm gonna be honest.
Do I look taller on stream though?
A little bit.
Okay. But like that's fine, right? Like that's good.
No.
Like, I give everybody a false impression of what I actually
Wait, you want to
am.
be a catfish?
It's fine. Who am I trying to impress? My wife right there, you know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying? But like chat, like you know what that's cap. Because chat's been telling me, everybody I've been meeting online says, oh, bro, you're a lot taller than I actually thought. So who's lying to me?
Everybody.
Wait, what did they think?
I don't know. Wait, are you implying that I'm like really fucking short?
No, I'm just saying, like, how much shorter did they think you were?
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
I look 6'2". Thank you, Pops. Thank you, Pops, bro. Come on, baby. Yo, that's got to be cap. No, I swear. Guys, I promise you, everybody today has been telling me, or the last couple of days, they've been like, yo, bro, you look a lot taller than you actually are on camera.
I don't know.
No, they're like, bro, you know, like, I thought you were a lot taller. No, wait, no, that's not what they said. No. They said,
yeah,
you're
this
actually a lot
version
taller in
is
person.
150.
You know? Yes, Blast. Are you really asking me, is match point 150?
There's no way.
Oh, look.
We're getting the clip? I didn't say
Wait,
that.
is Raji still here? Is Raji still? Careful with the audio, JD. Careful because it gets real loud. Bro, 5'3", guys. Okay. All right, I'm be honest with y'all, right? Nobody's here, right? Nobody's listening? Guys, I'm actually 5'4". On my stream, if you do exclamation mark height, it says 5'5". But I gave myself one more.
¿Quién sabe?
I knew about that.
I'm 5'4". I'm being honest. I'm 5'4". But like nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows. All right. Now let's keep this between us. All right.
Now everybody knows.
Come on now. All good, chat. All good, bro. Wait. Raji's here. Raji. Hey, JD, play the clip for my man's Raji. Chat. I might get like a.
Let me see. I never saw this clip, so.
Oh, okay, that looks insane.
Yeah,
Yo, right there, Raji, we got that. Look at the
I
voice in
just
the back.
love Rampage in this so much.
Quick's in the back as well. Yo, Raji! Hey, chat, this is the Raji bomb we call it, baby. Raji, thank you for the 100 fucking gifted, you sexy man, bro. Come on, baby. Hey, Raji, we fucking love you, man. I love you, bro. Thank you, Bubba. Thank you, bro. Yo, that's fucking hilarious. Rampage and Creek just in the back, like,
Yeah,
just dancing. Yeah.
you see that meme with the little kid in the club like this?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, bro. Oh, man. Thank you, Raji. Thank you for the 100 gifted, man. Oh, nice. I'm down for a button. I'm down. Wait, is this mine? I think it is, right? Did you have your water?
Yeah, mine's on
Okay,
here.
cool.
On this right here.
5'4" with heels? guys, what are we saying right now? Wait, okay, so guys, is it true that y'all don't get, like caps don't come off here?
Yeah, isn't that a load of shit though? Like, what is that?
Wait, so you guys don't like it?
We don't like it. It's annoying.
Y'all say fuck the environment.
Is that not annoying?
I mean,
Because is that going to make a big difference to the environment? Is that not annoying?
think about the turtles.
I do. I love the turtles.
Think about
I
the
like
turtles.
paper straws. I'm all about that. But that is annoying.
What if the turtle puts this in their mouth and it chokes?
What?
It could happen.
Well, now it's attached to that, which is like, what if it puts both bits in its mouth?
Yeah, you're kind of right on that one. Yeah, because then the turtle's head can get stuck in the water bottle. I mean, it seems very like it's smart, but I can see why y'all hate it.
It's just it doesn't feel like it actually does much. Like, it's kind of.
So then when I open water bottles on stream, y'all get checked and shit?
Yeah, because
I'm
you
like,
can
oh,
take the
look what
lid
I
off.
can
You're like,
do.
wow, so much freedom.
I'm like, oh, chat, you said mom in a day.
I mean, you can just literally do this and it comes out. Like, you do this and it comes out.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, do you do that?
Yeah, every time.
Okay, well, reset game 2. No way. Imagine.
Wait,
Imagine they make a call to reset all
Oh
the
my
the
God.
Whole game? Is
Oh
that
my
why
God.
we don't have updated scores?
Yo, imagine.
We'll be insane.
Yo, chat. Yo, yeah, game 2 is a reset.
Wait, confirmed? Nah, that's all. Wait, we need someone who's official.
No, we need Sammy. We need Sammy.
Yeah. Oh, what was the heart thing? That was cool.
It's like biddies. I don't know how that works.
Oh, yeah, is anything. No.
Wait, chat. I don't know. Are we
No,
getting one guy?
someone official say something.
Yeah, where's Sammy?
No
Where's
es
Sam?
por eso, bro.
Where's
Es que a
Sammy?
veces llegan los hackers.
Wait.
¿Quién sabe
Yeah,
por
but you
qué
can't
será?
reset if you play it out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta reset like right when it happens. Can we go main broad? I don't think they're doing anything, puppy.
See what happens when Los Carrillos does not land.
I mean, they
Lumbermill.
look
Teammates, they kind
angry.
of deal
Oh, they're
with
checked.
G2, they own the POI. They
Look, they're
run
literally in
all the
front
way
of him
the
trying to
very
figure
end.
everything out right
They
now.
place very good. They come in second in map number 1. You get caught flat-footed when they
Wait.
do land there. In map number 2,
Are they
you're
or no?
caught early. Great. You love all this information. You can make just a couple of those little
I mean,
adjustments
I
moving on
understand
forward
why
and how you
it's
wanna
not
play
fair
out
on
of that
them, but you
POI.
can't
I
play out a
actually think
game,
that while,
let
yes,
someone
it's
win
going
the
to
say, like,
game, and
yeah,
then
that's hard.
reset.
That's hard.
Regain.
Like,
they can come right back here.
I
on
do
map
think
number
at the end
3.
of the day,
Some big
the
numbers,
right
put
move
themselves right
is
back towards the top
if it
of the
happens,
leaderboard.
especially in the pregame, you immediately reset.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
fuck
what
it,
Dan's saying here. I
dude.
mean,
Like,
personally,
everybody's
the
getting
weird
mad about
thing
resets.
that
It
whole
happens,
situation as well
but
is
like
there's
the
actually
competitive
G2
integrity is the most
that
important thing of this
noticed
tournament,
the
right?
Tienen una pésima
And so
calidad
I
de
don't think they're gonna do that. I think we got one guy. I'll be honest. I think we got one guy, chat. I don't think that's actually happening because Sammy hasn't said in the chat. Once somebody official says in the chat, then you know. I don't. Yeah, I think once it's already played out, I don't think it's possible. Thank you for the hard biddies. I appreciate that. Whoever did that, thank you. I don't know.
This level, quite frankly, should always be aware of that potential. But it's then
I don't
also
think so,
how to
chat.
engage
Let's
their
wait.
focus
Let's
on.
wait and
G2
see.
are a big threat. G2 are a big
I mean,
team. Just
G2 and them had a fucking banger game. I like that for big men. I like that for big men.
Ahora mismo no sé cómo.
They're not resetting.
Regardless, but that's a hell of a call. It has got to be better.
He said, "Bro, I'm Sammy. Game 2 reset. Fuck you." Oh man. No, chat. They're working on it. Let's see what's going on. I think what's going on, chat, is on the left side, like on the main stage, they're having some issues with for whatever reason on main stage only. I don't know what's going on.
But it's only them, though, isn't it? Gentlemates is fine.
I think it's Gentlemates and Falcons having issues. Oh, actually, no. I think it's just Falcons.
Yeah, it's just Falcons, right?
Yeah, I don't know, chat. They're gonna swap his PC. That's probably the right move. But now they gotta make sure all his shit's running smooth and shit. All his shit's good.
Things are heating up. I do wonder how many games we have this
Give us 25 points. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, bro. Yo. Sabotage.
It would be a very
Chat, we're barely
cool
going to game 3.
conversation because I feel
We're
like
barely
when we
going to
talk
game
about
3,
match
chat.
point, especially with Resurgence, it goes either one of two
What do y'all-
ways.
what do y'all-
We're
what's
either
y'all's
going
thoughts so
5 or 6,
far,
or we're
fellas?
going 12, baby. It
Look
feels
at
like
this.
it
Yeah, I
doesn't
said
really
12.
go one way
Wait,
or
so
the
can you use
other.
the
We'd love to be able to
PS4?
see once we get scores from map number
No, I
1
think
and
that's
2,
a-
how we're kind of sitting on pace.
It's an
But I can
impact.
tell you, after map number 3, I think we should have a lot
Or is that
better.
PS5?
Yeah, map number 3 is definitely going to be the telling
I actually can't see
point.
that.
That'll be coming
I
up
don't
very,
know.
very shortly.
How many
Thank you
games,
all,
chat? It's a
everybody
match
who's
point, so it can be
out
any.
there
It can
in
be
the
any
chat.
amount.
Make sure, by the way,
Yeah, I wonder
Las
what
cámaras
PCs are they
tenían
on?
una pésima calidad.
What
O sea,
PCs are they
de
on,
los
chat?
parecían de 520.
Yo, Putter, thank you, man, for the 2 months, baby. Thank you, Putter. Thank you, Baba. Top frag, once the scores are submitted, chat, I can give them to you, okay? We're waiting for the scores to be submitted. No, Spirit, no. It's match point, so it can be 5 games, it can be 4 games, it can be 10 games, it can be
Lo
20
que
games.
pasa es
It
que
just
luego
depends on who
llegan
can
los
close on match
hackers.
point.
Mira, por ejemplo,
Yeah.
llegan y dicen,
With
"Uy,
Shelby?
¿por
Who's
qué
Shelby?
ponen
Who's
los
Shelby?
servidores?
Nah, they can't stream their POVs, chat. Yeah, you can tell Donkey's checked.
Yeah.
In this roster
I think he's making all the settings now. They switch out his PC.
Ring the alarm bells just yet. I will for T1.
Yeah, what if Donkey
That's
just
the
goes
only
rogue
one
here?
that I'm saying, okay, they've been put into the blender. Things are looking a bit scary at the moment.
Oh, what we're looking at.
what-
Hey, come on! Hey, chat, shout out my man dudes, bro.
Gosh, what was that? Do we have any idea?
Ahora se están viendo
Oh,
en
shit.
el monitor.
I mean, that was about as blurry as it gets, but
They couldn't see that it was our
it's good to be
stream.
back with you all. We are just waiting on the game to get started, and I gotta say,
Show the specs.
Vitality's looking
Wait, are these
clean.
PCs that
They're
were on
cleaning up
the specs?
nicely.
I can
Everything's
check the
pretty
specs right
solid
now.
for them. They're winning,
Hold on.
not even
Let's see.
in their inner
Chat, the specs for the
circle.
PC
This is
are
the
here. Let me go back
belief
to
if you're
the
Vitality fan.
leaderboard.
Think that's the same PC?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are. Chat, we are on Intel Core with
E7.
Wait, where's that? Oh, here. We are on i7 14700KF
Should be not that bad.
with 4080
Esto
Super.
está
Okay, it's not bad.
demorando
That's not bad.
Actually very good.
en
Chat,
actualizarse.
4080 Super with
Demoran mucho
an
la que cuentan
i7
bien los puntos.
14700KF.
Way better than mine, my own.
Really?
Yeah.
Chat, and then they are on 32 gigabytes of RAM. 32 gigabytes of RAM,
Like in 2K, you should have like
4080 Super.
at least 200 frame.
I'm pretty sure this is the same PCs that they're on. Yeah, 2K
Llegó un
PCs.
tipo diciendo,
Okay.
no,
I'm
fue
hearing
cuando
that.
estaban en la
Wait,
final.
what's that, Haggis? What you
Llegó
said?
un tipo diciendo, este tipo
Oh,
nunca
oh,
gana
it
nada.
was like
aquí
some-
no
it was
son
crazy.
buenos,
something.
no son
It was like
buenos".
crazy words. I don't know.
Oh.
It sounded
O
like,
sea,
it looked like German.
estaban
Wait,
esperando
Haggis,
opinión,
say
pero
again.
los tipos
Yeah,
estos
those are
son
really good
los
PCs. Okay, so they're not bad, chat. That's not bad at all.
Por
Like,
ejemplo,
wait,
ahí
those
miré
PCs,
a uno
can you
diciendo
stream and play off
el
those
otro día que
PCs?
estaba
Yeah.
aquí, igual mañana van
I do that with the
jugando
like
con Libre,
47
verás que
Super,
les van a
so
ganar, les van a eliminar
Wait,
de volada.
you
so
can get like
low-key-
200
Y ni
on
siquiera
streaming
tienen
for
la
sure.
capacidad de
Low-key,
comprar,
I
o sea,
wonder
el
if they
vicio
gave
ya
them
se
the
retiró,
opportunity
por
to,
eso sí que
like,
toca-
would they,
están en
you know,
equipos
bro, fix your stream. What's wrong with my stream?
100%.
Y
What's wrong with my stream,
estos
puppy?
tipos ahí
It looks
nada
cool.
más
It
no
looks
se
cool,
sacan
bro.
la bifle de adentro.
Yeah, they're on 1080p, chat. Games will be a bit low. So it's enough to play on,
O
but I
sea,
wonder
se
like if
nota que
streaming
ni
and
siquiera
playing,
saben ni
how bad is
conocen
that?
nada del juego,
You know?
porque solo
How bad
conocen
could that
al,
be?
al equipo que ha ganado
Admins are
y que
discussing.
no conocen a los
Chat, I'm
demás.
looking. We still don't have a leaderboard update. I don't think they're going to reset. I mean, maybe that's why they're not resetting as of right now. Yeah, they're on 1080p monitors. They're not on 1440p. They're on 1080p, chat. Yeah, Caesar, I agree. I agree, puppy. I agree. Who's getting 3 on? Oh, shit. Lenny, what's up?
Este iba a ser así, no le hace. Ya iba a ser algo como
Yeah,
lo que se estaba quedando.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, you're good. So they were on 300 frames. Wait, low key, Lennon, would you guys have streamed it if you guys could? Cause like 1080p, 300 frames, like low key. I mean, I play on 1440, but like I don't think I mean, going back to 1080 would feel so weird.
Yeah.
Yo, refresh. Wait, refresh what? Yeah, it's probably good enough to stream on. Okay, so those PCs are not bad at all then. Those PCs are not bad. Okay. Yo, why do they keep saying that word? Is that a bad word?
What?
Bionic Phoenix.
Where the hell is that? Oh, Putter?
Yeah, is that bad? I don't know. I get
that's
scared they're going to get me
just
canceled.
one of the people in the chat.
Oh, Putter KSU. Oh, Putter, thank you for the 2 months, bro. Oh, shit. People kept saying his name, and I was like, yo, is that like, am I going to get canceled if I say that?
Just
You know what
you
I'm
might. He's a.
Nah, it's because Chad's been like, I'm like, oh, let's say somebody from, I don't know, let's say Germany. Yo, Hector, say this. And I'm
Oh.
stupid, and I'll say it. And then
Really?
I'll say some crazy shit. Yeah, like, I'll say some, like, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Watch out with Italian as well.
Scoreboard stream?
I'll check.
Let's see. Do they have it on the mainstream? I don't think they do, puppy. Nah, they don't. Chat, we're waiting on the scoreboard. We're waiting on it. Food anytime soon? Up to them. Once they eat, I'll eat. If they're not hungry, I'll stick
Hungry,
it
I'm
out.
gonna be honest with you.
What's up?
I'm not hungry right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm not in a rush.
I'm okay at the moment.
Trey, shut the fuck up. Trey, shut the fuck up. Yo, Desire, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, bro. Yo, yeah, clown them not signed to an org. How are they doing, bro? How are they doing here? Let's see. They were what? They got wiped pretty early that first game. 8th place. Okay. All right. Honestly, I really do feel, chat, like it's gonna be like 5 teams on match point. I think we're gonna go like game 12. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. What's that? Chips? I'm good, baby. I'm good. You guys want anything?
No, I'm good.
I'll take a protein bar. I'm down for a protein bar. Oh. Actually, I'll hold for now. Thank you, though. Thank you, my love. What's good, G Thought? We're on game number 3. Wait, what time is it for everybody?
Let me check.
Let me see.
2:30 p.m.
Oh, look, they got scores. I think,
They're
chat,
right.
they're holding scores on us. Oh. Wait, did they show scores? Oh, no. Wait, I thought they just showed something. I don't think it was actual scores. I think it was like,
I just got BRB.
chat, they got a 2-minute timer. If we get scores, I'll
Esto
switch
lo
over.
que hace es
I
que
got
se
you,
va
twin.
a quedar
I got
así.
you, bro. I didn't, Top. By the time I left the venue, Top, there was nobody here. Yeah, this is what I was seeing, but it wasn't that. This is just their qualifying shit. All right, man. Same time as you? No, I'm more talking about NA. 8:30. 8:30 a.m. Wait, so I wonder, does this one help Warzone? No, this helps Call of Duty. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw, we had like the guy come on stream. I don't know if you guys saw him. His name is Daniel. He's like the one in charge of literally all of Warzone and CDL esports. And he gave us a little insight on how they fund these events. And it's through like, did you guys know that there's crowdfunded operators? But
Yeah, for
Yeah.
CDL.
No, for us.
For us?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's crowdfunded operators, but I told them that, like, I think they need to do a better job at marketing it because
Oh, yeah, I had no idea there was some for Warzone.
because no one knows that there's Warzone crowdfunded operators. So do you know what that means?
Huh?
So what they do is the way they fund, like, tournaments, or not tournaments, but the way they fund like this is they sell operators in the game, and depending on how good that does, they use that to fund like tournaments and stuff. So no one knew that that's the way to do it. So like, for example, do you remember the rat skin?
Yeah.
That one did
That was
super good.
crowdfunded?
That one was for World Series Warzone, but no one
What?
knew. Yeah.
They don't say that anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, that is nowhere.
And so I told them I think they should do a better job at like making sure people know that, so the people that do like competitive, they can support it if they want, right? And so hopefully they can do that from now on, bro. How do you get that skin? I don't know, papi. I don't know, because I know that some of y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Yo, paying for their own pockets. Yeah, I mean, Chad, listen. One could argue, I'm gonna keep it above 50, that they got enough money, right? But because I know the way that it works on the back end, it's not like that. It's like, hey, here's the budget for competitive. Here's the budget for this. Here's the budget for this. Like, we're not giving you any more. Like, and it's definitely not the way I would expect it to be. I'm gonna keep it above 50. You know, and if everyone's like, hey, how much do you need to run 4 LANs a year? Here you go. That's what I would like it to be. You know, but it is what it is, chat. Yo, Deeps, we know, man. You said it like 5 fucking times, bro. We know, Mr. Deeps. You're not happy. Here, I'll give you this one.
Damn, not that 7 days.
Deeps has been saying that for like the last 3 days, I swear to God. The last 2 days of my life, too. Yo, and that one has it? Yeah, see, wait, FIFA, wait, what? Hold up, wait. How is the Terminator skin? Yo, FIFA, we were just talking about that. Yo, FIFA, we were just talking about that. Dead ass, bro. What's up, Jay Brock? What's up, man? Let's see, now maybe I can.
We've got game 3 about to be underway, and I can't be more excited to
They're saying game 3, so that means it's definitely not a reset.
over the next 2 games. Could be a good time.
Oh, no.
What is that?
T.
You don't like it? What tea is it?
Wait, did anybody make that tea? Oh my God, I feel bad. It's great tea. The tea was delicious.
What tea is it?
I don't know.
You've never tried. Is it normal?
It might just be normal tea.
Between a couple different POIs.
It might just be normal tea.
That's the way this map plays sometimes.
Chat, I hope they're starting soon. I'm waiting for this leaderboard. Come on, man. Give us this leaderboard, chat.
Let's get this.
I think Dong and them have lagged out both games. Or no?
I think only one.
Was it just game 2?
Yeah, this game before.
Okay. All right. Maybe average. I don't know how they would do it. I don't know how they would do it. I mean, it does suck because Falcons are going to drop down a lot on the leaderboard now. They died really early. It sucks, man. You know. How'd it go so much smoother yesterday? I mean, did it go smoother yesterday?
Once they got going, it was fine.
Yeah.
But to start with,
it was a little bit rough, right? Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Only the team a problem. So
wait,
if
they're
they fix
starting.
that,
They're starting, but we don't have leaderboard yet.
Oh,
chat, they're starting without leaderboard.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me. Okay, am I allowed to say it? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say that, but neither does main though. Oh, okay. That goes to everybody. I see what you're saying. All right. I'm hearing that. All right, chat. I think we're gonna go to game number 3. Here, I'm gonna wait. Game number 3, chat. We'll check. So when it updates at the bottom, let me know and we'll go over the.
I'll check as well on the left side.
Okay. Oh, true. All right, chat. Here we go. Game number 3.
We'll jump in.
I fucked up. All good. Game number 3 is starting, baby. Chat. Map number 2. Once it's updated and we get scores, I will let y'all know. Okay.
But no one's bought Main Street.
Wait, they're getting chowed.
What?
Someone just landed on him.
Spam. So Nielsen landing on Shifty.
Yeah.
Look at number 4.
Wait, let me.
Oh my
Can
God.
you check them?
Look at research.
Wait, let me check.
All the way over
Adrian
to
and them.
research. Gonna be
Wait, yeah,
EP.
Nobody on
The whole
Falcons.
lobby's at research. Oh my
But
God.
otherwise, the Falcons free and clear on the south
Wait,
side.
what the fuck?
And Vitality free and clear.
Wait, what the fuck?
On the
T1,
west
where did T1
side.
go?
I don't know.
T1 have migrated up to Pond. They're
Pond?
gonna be
Pond. They went Pond.
Yeah.
Well, Ravens can test Twisted Minds, but we got some action on our screen because research is
Holy shit.
I mean,
Nico
team,
goes down.
team 9 is actually chilling. They have nobody over there.
Note in this is
Why does
what
everybody want
wanted for
research so
Lotus 8.
badly?
saw some
I don't know.
on the timeline. These
Millsy.
boys in
Millsy,
particular,
nice
how
kill.
are they going
These
to
guys are
do
playing really
it?
fucking good.
Spectre across the way.
Nice
Some
kill.
teams looming on the outside.
Sadiel, Swizzing go down. Havoc Millsy, man. They're just fucking today.
Some early
No
kills
updates
that
yet,
are
chat.
necessary.
It's an endgame research, is it?
Of this map. But you
Yeah,
have
research
to
is
be
ass.
efficient.
Yeah.
Because you do have, you're right, AG Global
They're
and
chilling.
Virtus Pro on the outside.
Who's this? This
That's
is
the thing. If you're trying to regain, you can't.
7
come on
is
the bounds
Clown,
of this building.
8
You're gonna
is
get
Dragon, and then
We got Celeste on
transition, which
Cole.
is bad news if you're a Resurgence
gosh.
fan. you
number
know
6
where
is Swizzin.
seeing several players down, but
The
no
fact
teams
no one's
fully
been wiped
eliminated.
yet at
Stabilization
research is
here.
crazy.
I know, right?
Dragons.
This dude, research is always hell.
Right now, it is
And then chat,
Fucker.
3 top teams here. Corrillos,
Right,
Big Man.
Lumber is
Big
still
Man, and
got
Gentlemates.
3 teams. It looks like Deus Amir. It looks like Los Carrilos.
Los Corrillos.
Lumber could be there.
I love it, I love
They
it.
do have an interesting position.
I like that
split
Gentlemates
from
taking their time. They're not rushing it.
G2 holding down the right side and Gentlemates holding down mid-central Lumber.
What number is Falcons? 1, chat. They're 1.
It's going to be difficult to navigate this perfectly, right? So I am keeping my eyes on the Los Corrillos.
Look, they're gonna fight him now. Here we go. Big fight. And watch. Gentlemate's gonna come up from behind here.
We're not going to gazebos. We're going to go challenge.
Oh my god.
Down.
Criminal god. With a good trade.
Teams like G2
I'm here.
want to get messy.
There you go.
He's already in the water.
Inky was pushing as well.
Yeah, look, perfect timing. Now Amir's gonna be in the water. Perfect third party. Now last person up for G2.
Wait, oh my god.
Oh, AG Global wiped.
Oh no.
Yeah.
AG Global wipe, chat.
Is that a real wipe? Yes, it is.
Uh-oh.
They had like a double wipe there.
Yeah.
Looking like it's correct. No false positives here. AG Global, they go Chow VP.
Oh my god.
16th out of
Need a 1 PC.
16. Research was too
G2
hot
all back
to
up.
handle.
But looking good for Gentlemates, chat. They have control, full control of Lumber.
Mid-map. By the way, the Falcons, yes at boat, yes uncontested. There's not a soul anywhere.
And then wait.
around them in
Amir and then we're able to come back.
No,
Come on, Adrian.
The action we stay as VP
Come on, baby.
another. Picking up Adrian's
Nice,
second.
eh?
No Lodi for him.
Third from distance.
Maybe these guys have Lodi. Grab it.
Yeah, I think that smells.
Like
I think they're coming from Cole with gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
careful.
Lost out on Cole, by the way, off screen.
Oh, I like that. That was actually a great play out of him. That was actually a great play out of him.
Gooey has nowhere to
He
run.
smoked off
Nice, eh?
Adrian's cross.
Brandy goes down.
Smoked off Adrian's cross and then shelled him.
Yeah.
Gentlemate's going down too.
He's the last one up, I think.
Falcons
Never mind.
moved in on
He's
the
up, yeah,
streets,
he's
but we're
up.
still
Fighting
here with
somewhere,
Adrian
though.
trying to stay alive
Should be
for
fine, should be
VP,
fine.
Rocking a hard place and using streaks for that information to throw
Wait,
down.
Doggy pushed up already over here. Hold on, Gentlemates. Gentlemates, last one up.
Get into
Vamos
some
a
action
ayudar
because
con
you're
Wait, Gentlemates goes out. Somebody's in the air somewhere.
This
There it
is
is.
the comeback.
They finally can play.
Oh my god, Falcons pushing up on 2. Corrillos now.
Oh, he didn't see
They
him.
have nothing to do. There's nobody to their north at all. The closest person would have been
Leaderboard is
one up.
updated.
Where do they hunt? They
It is,
hunt
yeah, it
Lumber.
is.
There's a lot of action.
Chat.
Oh, whoa.
Leaderboard updated.
Here, Los Carrilos now in
Oh,
a bit
come
of
on,
trouble.
Fuck off.
G2, they moved
Chat.
up to Cole.
Blast Sage and
Oh,
Skull in
yeah,
first with 50. Adrian in second with 39.8. Keats in third, 36.6. Almond Shifty and Twisted Minds with 32.
G2 top 5.
Top 5, 31.2. So really close. Sadiel in 6th. Gentlemates in 7th.
Everybody's close. Let me be honest.
Yeah. Amir in 8th.
Yeah.
AG Global in 9th. Oh my god, Side goes down. Chat, I'm gonna just let this rock, okay? I'm gonna just let it rock at the bottom and you guys can see it.
Everybody's actually close.
Come on, baby.
It's
Thank you, Bobby.
crazy what you can do when you've got your team at your back. The way these
Yeah, man, I
teams
mean,
move
these guys
through
just gonna-
Lumber
So this is noobs, yeah?
You're right. That
Yes.
Yeah.
Challenge 161 noobs, yeah.
You can
Okay,
see
Donkey
his
Kong
belly
back on his
back.
account, yeah.
He's got
He's got his
buyback just behind you. But you're going to have to contend.
Donkey back on his main, but Noobs, bro, Noobs actually been playing so fucking good. Dude, King Shark and them are frying
Gentlemen.
some minds.
I mean, I think it's been a battle. I've seen on both on the kill feed.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
I think somebody just got wiped.
Oh, somebody go wipe.
Just been wiped.
There's
I think Twisted Minds just got wiped.
They did.
Oh,
And
Adrian.
so did-
Twisted
Adrian-
Minds
Adrian
just got wiped.
Adrian.
Gentlemates just got
Oh
wiped.
my god.
Who was before?
Vitus Pro.
Yeah,
Adrian.
Adrian,
Gentlemates.
Gentlemates, Adrian, and Twisted Mates all got wiped.
Oh my god. Well, to be fair, this is what Falcons need right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Even Ravens as well. They can get a lot of points.
Wait, Nia's in it, man. They
Yeah.
are running shit.
Oh my god, he's gonna get 20 kills again.
Bit of revenge after leaving Cole. It is utter chaos on the map.
Why
They've
not,
only lost
why not
4
call
teams.
these guys the underhorse? Like,
Oh, yeah, low key.
why did I do that?
I mean, Vitality and them can get like a huge game and they can close. Like,
Wait, so is this G2? Vitality can push this even farther.
Yeah.
Different kind of
Ravens
level.
are third,
This is the
so-
land
I'm sorry,
level of the
PT, I'm
Falcons that
sorry.
we were expecting
Blast
to see.
getting bubble.
Now, granted, we're just 6 minutes into
Yeah, low key,
game
I love
number
it.
3,
I think
and
I didn't realize how much
cannot
the
believe
overall
the
kill
circle
feed matters.
up still
It matters
That's
so
really
fucking
good.
much.
You can see the squad wipe as well.
You've got to maintain consistency for fun. They like to control the center of the
That's
map.
up.
And it's been difficult to hold. And
Wait,
now
wait.
They're not pushing that out.
At least
with
what?
a very angry skull face.
Where's T1? No idea, puppy.
That's
Right
T1
there,
now,
right in front of him.
right there.
The middle of the map. You just
T1 is number 2, chat.
Fully rotate to new, and so far they haven't been able to hardly buy a kill this map. They had a great last map. Unfortunately, couldn't carry that momentum. Now they're just trying to regain.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody here.
They won
Look,
Lumber
Melvin
with the help of
fighting
G2
side to them.
from
Criminal God. So they're at Lumber.
They move up to the north,
This
they
game
wipe
is
VP,
mental.
and they
That kill
call. They're
feed
now in
every time
complete
we've
control
seen
of
it, it's been
POI,
mental.
with
All the
one
top
remaining
teams
member of G2
died.
just holding on, waiting for his teammates to respawn.
Either than Vitality and
It's
Ravens.
Ravens. Where they're situated here.
Who's what?
Gooey
Los
Melvin. They've
Carrillos,
got a player
he's last
out
up
They're
in the
14.
gas,
the gas
right?
there from Los Carrillos, like you're saying, but
He's just waiting,
you've
yeah.
got to
Melvin,
clear
FLS, they're
out
having
your
kind of a rough
backside
day
and
so
find
far.
The research, right? And that's exactly what FLS
5 is G2,
G2.
I really want to see Big Man.
You get
I want
towards
to see SPOV.
games, they can get really tough to move across.
AG got wiped first.
Top of research, you can see damn near the entire map. So knowing that you're gonna have to
Let me see
contend
this.
with at least
Oh my God.
4
Okay.
teams. I love
Dude,
that
research.
production
Holy
around here,
shit.
bringing it up.
Look.
It's going to
Gentlemen, Wait, I like this. We can see the
get
team. Yeah.
over there
Oh,
with
nice.
this
Okay.
Lotus 8 still there.
stuff goes.
Do you want us still alive?
Wait,
Somebody
who
just got
just
wiped.
got
In the
wiped?
middle.
Clown?
Number 11. They've rotated
Always.
all the way through to
Whoa,
G2.
Lotus already 10 kills, by the way.
Falcons
has 8 kills. Yeah, Lotus 10.
FLS. So now
Wait, 10? Oh my God, Lotus 8
Yeah.
10.
Sprint across the map because they see an opening.
13.
Vitality.
This
Slower
might be
game for them because they have to rotate in.
to new, and they
2
are
for
able to get there
T1.
and
So
push
we're
out
probably T1
G2.
should get to endgame. We're gonna have a little bit of kills.
The research teams are
Falcons
just
went out
farming each
cold.
other.
They've completely
Mental.
dominated the POI. They have double-digit kills. But it's
Wait, who's this better than
T1
G2?
still alive on this map. Finally,
G2's
making
last
it
one.
to
Oh, no,
maybe
he's watching
top
over my computers.
This is what's
Who's
tough.
10?
For fun.
Dude gets
sure,
anxiety.
you have a couple kills. That's fun.
Big Man
Falcons coming
and
through, not going
Scythe
to
are
be fun.
chilling.
It's going to be a big fight. So I'd love to see Juju, who I know can clutch up. He has
Look right
the
here.
potential. This roster
They're gonna fight now.
coming in
Fight at computers.
has that top seeded position from the open. Have what it
I don't know
takes.
who that
They've
was.
Given up as much as Bubble has, moving to NA to compete from that side of things.
Let's see.
This
10
is
right there.
where
5. They're gonna tunnel on 10.
The line.
G2's gonna kill 10. Who's 10?
Ravens are
10
fighting
is
Vitality
FLS.
on the outside of the zone, and the
Let's see Big
Ravens
Man. I
are
want to see the Big Man
holding
POV. This is what I've been
Vitality
waiting
on
for.
the outside of the zone.
Okay.
And I think they might have just
On
wiped
2.
They have one
Vitality
side. They know he's here.
out of this
Oh my God.
map in
They just don't know where he's
11th
at.
place. While
I
that's
don't know where he's
happening,
at.
Yo,
G2
Falcons
now
having a
in
big fucking
control
game,
on
chat.
the outside of
Falcons
Research.
having an insane game.
Sounds
11
like
kills so
they know
far.
There's somebody nearby.
Maybe even
Hear some
more.
footsteps.
That's T1.
Can't quite scope him out. We're gonna swing over to T1 because here come the Ravens.
1 kill
on
for
a
Disrupt.
revenge tour. Might have
Is
missed
that
out.
that's should be 2v2.
Bam's down.
Finals qualification.
Nice. Nice.
And we dominated,
That's Heat.
unfortunately.
And that was the most wanted to.
That's why.
Aw.
But just
Wipe for
goes
T1,
down,
chat.
Wow.
crushed.
I feel like Nielsen and them have a lot of kill. Yeah, Nielsen and them are fucking
But
frying.
the Ravens are
They have to,
playing
yeah.
spoiler to everybody on the west
Anxiety.
side of the map. Down went
Come on, boys.
Vitality, down went
I actually want these guys to do
and
good.
now down go T1.
Chat, T1 not
The
doing
Ravens
great
have
so
a
far, but
bigger
remember,
map on
I do
their
think we're gonna
hands
have a lot of
as they
games
won
today.
on West
They'll be
and
fine. They'll be
moving
fine.
into new.
They're gonna have to start picking up though. Dude, look at research. Oh my God. Look how many fucking teams there.
I can't believe this.
Just under a
We
How
have-
have these teams managed to live this whole time?
They're just finessing their guests. We have for fun esports, Los Corrillos. We got Lotus 8. We have 13 is actually don't know what 13 is.
Continuously developing and research.
Wait, Lotus is 13, so who's 8?
At least 4 fun
Light
days
Unlimited.
get
Yeah,
inside
Dragon
this
Club.
building.
And then
Yeah,
6
there's
is
like,
Swizzin.
what, of the 9 teams, 6 of them inside of research.
It's a party. It's
Hey,
a
look,
party.
we're not at max capacity yet, but we certainly are close.
On the
Now,
right
I'm
side
very
here,
impressed
5.
For fun with the way they've been able to rotate after such a chalk start to this map. The fact that
You said Vitalis was gonna win, yeah?
went out in G2
I said
holding
Vitality,
them,
yeah.
making
Oh my
it
God, they're
research
still alive,
big
yeah. Yeah, they're good,
for
they're good.
them.
They just don't have a lot of kills, but they're fine.
Definitely everybody's gonna be
Wait,
playing for these top
where are
5
they?
multipliers now, and you can see this
16?
is the Ravens winning out on East. There's nobody within a country mile of them. Everybody's either inside of
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Research or on
dude,
the south
right now,
side. G2 are the only remaining teams besides
Raven
Falcons
Esports
not
is doing
inside the
exactly
research
what
building. So G2
Shifty and them do whenever they have control.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
They're doing exactly what they do now. Watch this. Soak of them. Chat, they got a good amount of kills. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
So they're gonna try to pitch back
Who's
together and
5?
play as a team.
Falcons
yeah,
number 1,
G2.
chat.
With
Yeah.
their third coming
Wait,
a little
whoa,
bit
what
late.
happened?
Might
Someone
actually
just
get
killed
picked up
someone in the back.
rotation with Soka
JD,
Nova,
I ain't gonna
but
lie.
maybe a bit
If
too
there's a
late
way
for
for
some
you,
of
I
these
know
races.
chat would love it. If there's a way for you to screenshot
albeit brief,
and put it on the right side of the map, the team and their number.
Rotation easier. GT trying to hold
Like
the line.
right there under
What do you
game
do?
3,
You have this influx.
or
you
like,
have
you know,
to
so-
back away. And Ravens moving in at the exact
Yeah, I say
same
you do
time
it. I think it's worth
spells
it.
the end
Mira,
of
ahora
And then then we'll adjust how big it can be so chat can keep up with it a little bit better. Chat, we're gonna cook for you. We're gonna cook for you. Thank you, JD.
Unless they decide to continue.
Yeah, swing. It's at the bottom of the screen. Swing. It's on a timer, so you can see.
You didn't see it because it went in the blink of an eye. The Falcons were pressuring them.
We're on the leaderboard at bottom.
The Ravens come in and
I feel like that might be a little bit.
again to another banger
No.
team.
Don goes down. Hold on.
Criminal good.
Noob's in so good. So Noob's is actually going so fucking rogue today.
Yeah.
In transition.
I'm wondering if he's one of the
Did Vitaly get wipes?
Right?
Oh my God.
Those sight lines are disgusting from the top of research.
Wait, Vitaly might have got a wipe.
Be the bane of the Falcons' existence, but the fact is,
I don't see them, chat.
Still have points on
I don't think they're updating this
board
anymore.
for them.
I'm gonna pull up the
turn
team
our sights
numbers.
towards that research center as that circle
Yeah, I don't see
continuously pulls.
16
We've
at the
seen
moment.
this one play.
I think they did get wiped, chat.
But it's going to benefit the Falcons through and through because the entirety of that research center is going to have
They went
to
out in
pull
10th place?
towards the
Okay.
South, and it's going to
All right, chat. Top 8. 5 more teams remaining.
The zip play and who falls
12 right
at the
here.
last second.
Dragon, Kiriko.
Honestly, I like the Falcons.
How are they been doing that? They like, where are they sitting at?
Outside of
They're in
this,
12th right now.
roofs are out
Dragon, them,
They just
Kiriko.
got
Somebody got wiped.
Win,
Yeah,
that's
that
them.
was
They got wiped.
Dragons. Yeah.
Wherever we go.
Come on, Falcons. Come on, boys.
Go right now, and it's going to be, like you said, utter chaos as per the usual. A lot of floaters up in the skies, and there's certainly going to be a lot more here in just a moment with all the fights
Wait,
happening.
Dragons is still up. That was a fake wipe.
Oh, you're right.
Into the sky.
So how many kills does Falcons have right now?
You know, I feel like Criminal got in them have a lot of kills because they've been shooting everybody.
Doggy had 2, 7 and 4.
Trying to
I
migrate
think.
south.
Unless they
Yeah, I
face
don't
up
know,
against
Soka.
Oh, they get pulled. Look at that pull, chat. It's gonna be a Falcons W, hopefully. FLS goes down.
Writing this story.
Chad, they needed this. After the lag out, they needed the lock back in.
Now, look,
Yeah, they need
I
at
know they
least
were
like 20
checked.
kills.
She's been sending good words out.
FLS wiped. Sadiel making the early rotation now. Everybody's about to get fucked here.
Trying to get the early
Sadiel
jump
with
on,
6.
but the
Oh my
Ravens
God,
is
look at
Jansen
that.
in 10?
With 10. BSN with 10.
playing slow. And
King Shock gets another one.
Sandwich.
King Shock with 8. Oh my god.
18 kills?
Map right now. They really need to get top 5 though, and they're actually in a really tough
No.
position.
Wait, King Shock goes down. Is he gonna be the last one up? He can low-key chalk Falcons here.
Wait, he can pick up 2 more.
Oh my god. One shot.
Everybody trying to float there, but can't get it nice and on 10. This is a huge map for Ravens, and they get top 5.
Corrillo se está
Regardless of what
manteniendo.
Look at this. Falcons
I'm
go
here.
get a dub. It's a Falcons W, chat. Wait, is that kind of crazy the one time I don't root for them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually
I mean,
insane.
Wait, if they burn it now, we know you're cursed.
12?
12 for Noobs.
Wait, when?
Noobs has 12.
6 for
6,
Soka?
that's 18. Oh my god. Oh my god. 22. Wait, Don goes down. Oh, Don gets the assist.
They got pull as well.
Clean up the rest, and now.
Wait,
This
2v1?
is our game.
Come on, boys.
We are one
2v1?
step closer to
Who is this, 13?
13, Lotus 8.
Lotus 8.
So look at the
Is he gonna just kill
Falcons.
himself?
How can them go like a lot of kills and he's the last one up?
Many angles because
Gonna
that
get, like, a lot
last
of points
member
as well.
Lotus
They get
8
zone again. They get zone again.
They don't get 1v2'd here, do they?
No, there's no way.
They
No,
can't.
no, no.
Not in a million years would Soka and Don get 1v2'd.
3 or something like that. I think Noobs
Never in a million
12.
years.
The Falcons are.
There it is.
You're good, you're
There it is.
Chilling.
There it is. Falcons W. They needed that shit. 20 plus and the dub. Hey, look, Doggy said I'm on my setup now. He said I'm on my setup now.
They're back.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I mean, to mentally lock in after all that, you gotta respect.
Yeah, I mean, they were having a fucking. Wait, chat, should I continue rooting for them or no? Wait, chat, should I root for them or no?
Well done to them.
Well done. Well
What's up?
deserved.
What's up?
Congratulations
No.
to the Falcons.
No,
I'm
yes.
telling you,
No.
when your backs are against the wall,
No,
when things
yes.
are not going your way, you shake it off and you freaking
Am I actually
perform.
cursed, dog? What the
You lay
fuck?
it all out. This
What
is
the
the reason
fuck, bro?
why.
Hey,
You
Wyatt,
lose from
thank you for the 26, baby. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, bro. And just like that, boys, I think they're going to be top 3 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I say
might be.
boys a lot, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I do think they're going to get top 3. Chat. Eddie Noobs and handsome. Oh, Eddie Noobs is so handsome. Oh my god. Bro, can you believe his last name is Juan?
It's disgusting.
Is it?
His name is
truly
Eddie
is.
Juan.
It truly is, and frankly,
That's a
you know,
first
when you
name.
think about Map 3 in particular,
I don't know,
the
it sounds-
Falcons,
sounds pretty
you
cool,
can say,
though.
oh,
That's
they're
kind of cool.
I like
That's
it.
aura. That's aura. Yo, hey, Halsey, thank you, Halsey, for the $5. Halsey, I appreciate that. Come on now. Eddie Juan Noobs. Eddie Juan Noobs. That's actually fucking insane. Chat, I mean, look, bro, to go from lagging out the first, like, before the tournament even started, them having to switch accounts, and then second game getting lagged out and nobody, like, what's it called? Not a reset. For them to bounce back and come out like that, chat. Chat.
a huge win.
Chat.
And
Come on, man.
A lot of the
Air
kills
Force
on
One.
exit. This is best case scenario.
Do
for
not root for
Falcons
anyone
on a officially, this
Hey, guys.
is a 38.4
Hey, guys.
point game.
What's up, guys?
Them way up at the top of the leaderboard.
Guys, listen, I'm not rooting for Virtus Pro no more. I'm not rooting for Virtus Pro no more.
Go. So you'll see Vitality still up there, even though they went out early.
Oh, man.
You do see a return.
I mean, yeah, they play this shit fucking well.
As well.
DS and them, yo, low key, DS and them probably have like 20 plus as well.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
they must
jump
do
first.
that.
I think they're gonna go first.
Yeah.
They might be first, yeah, because they're third right now.
Damn.
Yeah, they were only down 20 points, so.
Wait, that's right. So
the top
if
teams
DS,
on the West
if
and earning their place into the top 5 as well.
Noobs has a sister,
But
her last name is
I'm
Juan.
just like smiling because this is what we wanted. We wanted this for so long.
What if it's
a
Annie?
Series, a competitive
Annie Juan?
series. And
Would be so cool.
Annie Juan?
proving all of that action.
Yo. All right, Jack. All right, come on, baby.
just
Yo,
know
cool.
that
Thank you for the 25, man. Thank you, baby. Thank you, bro.
Throughout. And to take it,
It looks like they're getting to lobby coaches already.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the top 3 for you, Hector.
Look, guys,
Top
we
three?
played,
Yeah, I
we
feel like
showed
it's
you
gonna
we
be
can do it.
Raven.
Now let's do it again.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Still struggling.
Oh, look, I like it.
That works.
I like it. Obviously, it's not like you're gonna, but I like it. I like that. Wait, let me go back. Let me go back to main. How does it look on this? Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna adjust this, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Got it. Okay. Yeah, chat. All right. Well, what's wrong, Prince? What I do, Prince? Prince? Wait, Prince, were you the one being toxic yesterday? Was that you, Prince? Was that you? No, guys. T1, they're gonna bounce back. Wait, what did they? They're gonna have a little bit more, right? They're gonna have a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had that many kills though.
How many did they have? Chat, this is not updated. No, that wasn't you, Prince? Okay. Wait, T1, dude, stop, Sleepy, stop, bro. Chat, I think Raven for sure, Raven for sure would jump up to number 1. And I think Falcons is going to go dead ass from 15th place all the way to like top 3.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know. Yeah, Twisted Minds too. They're not like, they got wiped off rip. So they're going to drop down to like 7th place or something. They're not going to have that much here, chat. T1 is in last at the moment, which is kind of, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. They're having to adjust because they were landing at train, and it seems like they're getting wiped by Vitality, the first place team, so they're cooking them. So they're having to make adjustments on the fly. The thing is, I just don't know where they're going, right? Are they going pond? Where did they go last game?
I mean, a lot of goats struggled on their first land. Okay, give them a chance.
True. Hey, John, thank you for chilling with me, my boy. I appreciate that, John. Thank you, man. Thank you for the prime, bro. Listen, yo, chat. Listen, Shifty's my boy, right? ESN is running them, though. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Yo, low key, Shifty did say you're in the Pub Cup yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He did say you're in the Pub Cup. You know? I don't know, chat. I don't know. Here, I'll put it over here for now. Put it over here, bro. What's good, boys? Good, man. Yo, so like chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He's struggling a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna make it like obviously. Yeah. Okay. Just make sure. Yeah. People's living for that T1. Yeah, chat. AG Global got wiped off rip. You know, I thought Bip was supposed to be on Pamo. Chat. Okay, now that we're not on main broadcast, this is what DS said. I asked like, yo, you want to come to Birmingham with me? Like, yo, let's figure it out together. Like, you know, we'll go. And DS said, this is his exact words. He said, I would rather stick a dildo on my Herman Miller, sit on it, and go through speed bumps.
I mean, whatever he's into, I guess.
Yeah, hey, you know, we don't judge here.
I'm not judging.
That'd be gone.
You know, that's what he said. I said, okay. I said, it's all right. Anonymous with the 5 fucking gifted, bro. Thank you, man. Is that helmet? Is helmet? Okay, stay here. Don't switch. I'm here now. I won't switch. Yo, thank you, Anonymous. Thank you for the 5, baby. He did. Diaz did say that. What do you mean he didn't say all that? He did. You know, more VP coverage. Crocs. I don't control it, puppy. We're not main broadcast chat today. I mean, you know, I feel like you guys are showing a lot of love, so it feels like main broadcast, but we're not main broadcast. You know what I'm saying? No crumble, I swear. Guys, do you guys know when Diaz gets drunk, he gets super zesty? I bet you I didn't know about that. I bet you didn't know about that. JD, he was literally like, he was drinking at the house, and we were all in the pool, and he jumps on Shifty's back in the pool and goes, "Shifty, daddy." I bet you would never expect that. I swear. I bet you would never think that, right? Chat, I swear. He's zesty. I'm being so dead ass, dude. Guys, would I ever lie to y'all?
Yeah.
About your weight, age? Like you say like you 5'5", but you 5'4".
That's my height. You said age.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Yo, I swear, though. I swear. Sazi did that. I mean, I would. I'm not ashamed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to hype up my boys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You come at your bed, we faded, leave the goat alone. Gita, there's nothing wrong with that.
Bro,
you know,
sí,
Alessandro,
that's him.
what's up?
That's him over there.
Alessandro, what's up? Hold on, let me go say what's up. Hold on. My boy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with cuddling the boys, chat. We ain't judging. Let the boys be boys. Yeah, wait.
Alguien me anotó
Do we
que
have
cuando
scores? I don't know the
danos ya-
buttons. I'm sorry, chat. Okay, thank you.
Este era el camp que se estaba
Give us a
quedando,
wave.
Nice and pulling up a total of 19 kills
that leaderboard?
in their last.
No.
Really
drop three, drop
It's
three.
gonna
Yeah,
switch
he's
back.
looking for waiting.
stronger than ever.
Drop 3 results, chat.
Charge.
Drop
taking
3.
The world by storm.
Good morning,
mantienen
Grateful.
su
Good morning.
posición.
So we're thinking about Nias in first place.
Overall for map
Yeah,
three,
they should be.
finally,
Okay.
Dandro, we're
They
starting
should
to
be,
see
chat.
some talented
I feel like
rosters
as well.
get their
Wait,
foot.
E's quiet? I think E's
that
first
was sort of
place.
the big conversation,
E's
right?
first place.
Okay, maps 1 and 2 played definitely a little bit different than I think some people were expecting.
Yeah.
Number 3 maybe played
That
a little
played
bit more
really
what
fucking
we
insane.
thought was about to happen. And
Arnie,
I really
wait, who?
think this Falcon
They said that they just saw it.
waking on up, right?
No,
But
van a
the
ganar
error
la
leaderboard's not
Benicio
updated
Tejada
yet.
y
There were so
este-
many
What you
kills
can see over there.
boards,
No,
so many
Was it
kills.
updated?
But when this Falcons team wakes
Check
up,
Smixy
they're gonna
tweet.
start sponging
What is Smixy tweet?
a lot of
Let
those
me check.
kills over to their side. And with those kills
Echo
getting
0-7
taken
right
out,
now?
how can some of these other teams adjust?
That was match
when
3
maybe
results,
you
Arnie.
think they're gonna have a nice easy
Nah,
match
Arnie, that was
to be able
match
to
3,
get
match
there,
3.
Get some more kills.
Oh, here we
on
go.
the
It's
board.
updated.
Now you
Here we
do.
go.
Hot
Chat. All right, here we go. We have
We
the
got it.
updated
Told you.
leaderboard. They
Nielsen
dropped the
first.
third. Oh my God, they dropped the third. Holy fuck. Holy fuck,
Wait,
bro.
my God.
where the hell Twist Mountains go?
Oh
10?
my
Aquí
God.
tenemos
Only
el
one
camp
game.
de los Corridos
With only
con
one game.
41.4
20 point differential.
actualizando la tabla
Oh
de
my
God.
God.
partida, ok,
Chat.
ya se
All right, top 5.
Ravens
We have
Sports
Spectre
con 66,
Patronum with
Intel con
42
54.
chat points in 5th place. Virtus Pro in 4th with 46.8 in 3rd. We have the Falcons with 49.8. So huge fucking jump. They went from 15.
Look at Lotus as well.
Bro.
That's what was talking about.
Dude, chat, this is actually nuts. They
Yeah.
went from 15th to 3rd. in one
Everybody's
game.
actually close. I might be honest.
In one fucking game. Then we got Vitality, 54 points, and then Raven Esports with 66. Guys, we're barely...
Wait, T1 got 2 points. Again. They only had 2 kills?
Wait, you know what's crazy? The scores aren't even that high. Like, they
No.
can still bounce back.
That's
Yeah,
true.
for sure. They
But
just
we've
need
just
one
seen
game.
Falcons do it.
But this is fucking
That is
crazy.
mad.
Yeah.
Chat, if we told you that a team that was, like, running EU scrims is in last place right now, after 3 games with only 4 points, brother, what the fuck?
We think he's gonna be first on Top Fragger. I feel like Yasin.
Let's find out. Hold on, before
Yeah,
we do that,
that's-
what do we think about, like, teams, 6? I mean, it's not that great. I mean, that first place is 66 points. Raven Esports absolutely wiping the floor with Twisted Minds right
Yeah.
I
now.
feel like everybody's actually close.
Everything else is close.
Damn.
So it's actually, well,
Except for literally Raven Esports.
yeah, it's at the bottom and the top, and then the rest is all just kind of, it's
And
anyone's
if
game.
like a FIFA get like 20 kills plus a win, he's actually getting like top 5 at least.
Holy
So-
shit, man. Damn. I mean, I'm really happy with Virtus Pro right now. 46.8. A little bit of a rough game 3. But they'll be fine, chat. They'll be fine, bro. So now, let's go switch over, chat, to the top team fraggers. Let's go over this. Fed, do you want to go over the team fraggers? Or
Yeah.
You feel
No.
All right, come on.
So I'll go from 5th place.
Yeah, I go normally from
So
right
we
to
got
left.
5th Falcon with Donkey Sock and Noobs with 34 kills. We got Spectre with Zariel's Wits and Authentics, 35. Vitus Pro with Agent Destroy Grimmy and 38. And then Vitality with 39. Oh,
Wait, chat
okay.
saying the scores are wrong. Okay.
Okay. So, okay. Chat saying scores are wrong? For Falcons? Okay. It's okay. Keep going.
Okay. We got Vitality with Blast Agent Skull with 39, and then We got the EU goats, Eats, Choke, and Yasin with 49.
Damn, bro.
We're getting a lot of kills.
10 more kills than the rest of the
that's
lobby.
mad.
Is fucking insane.
Actually insane.
Chat, so right now, if Falcons are wrong, they should go up like 3 points. They'll still be in third. They just have a little bit more of a lead with the other team.
Sammy said it's good.
Sammy said scores are a little bit wrong. He said hold for a little bit. So I'm gonna, before I give you guys the top fraggers, I'm gonna give you guys, I'll leave it here, and then we'll update it, okay? All right, chat?
I mean, I hope for the sake of T1, their score's wrong.
Yeah,
I
low
mean,
key. Yeah, who's wrong? Is it just them? Is it just them or no? I want to see what chat says.
They had 2 kills, like 2 points. There's no way they only got 2 kills again.
I think they did.
Really?
I think they did.
They didn't get wiped early though.
Are you talking about T1?
Yeah.
Yeah, T1 should be wrong. I think you're right. No way T1, guys, they went to like almost endgame. There's no way T1 is right. Dude, stop, bro. You guys are pieces of shit. You said T1 scores is wrong. They're actually at 3.4. Y'all are fucking assholes, bro. Guys, they rotated all the way from train.
It's actually not easy.
To barn. There's no way they only had 2 kills throughout all of that.
I mean, it's only 3 games into, so I think we're gonna get at least 10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many games?
At least 10.
Oh, I'm still sticking. What did you say?
Well, I said either finishes early or finishes like late. Like.
So you said like 15?
Yeah, like 15 or 6. Like,
it's definitely not gonna be 6. It's definitely not gonna be 6.
Not now.
I still think 12.
Okay. I'll say 10.
10? Okay. Okay, chap. Yeah, guys, no one's landing Main Street at all. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
Wait, they got 2 kills with a 1.2 placement? Oh my god. Wait. I don't know what's happening. Chat, maybe they're not fighting. No, they are fighting people. I don't know. No Gaber, Nadog, no, man. Oh, you're right, because they left. So, chat, any of these teams doing bad, like T1, I ain't gonna lie, twin. T1 should just land, like, at Main Street.
Yeah.
There's no one there. Get your loading quick. It's a little bit, I mean, dude, from what we saw online, Disrupt and Spam are some of the best shooters. I don't know if they're not winning their gunfights or they're getting unlucky, but if they are confident in their ability to fry, bro, Disrupt was literally the #1 player in EU for kills and KD or something like that, right? Chat, there's nobody landing. We saw the first 2 games, nobody landed at all of Street. They should low-key just land there. Man. Wait, did they change? Wait, Gentlebee's at 12th. I just realized. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. They got wiped at the same time as Twisted, didn't they?
Yeah. Babe, I low-key need something like a small snack. The protein bar is fine. The white one? Yeah, the cookies and cream. You guys want a protein bar?
No, I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Chat. Criminal God and them, they're sitting in 6th place. Not bad at all. Yo, Mr. Papa Gaming. Papa. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Papa. Thank you, baby. Papacito. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Yo, come on, baby.
Do you think if Ravens hits match point, they close it out?
If Ravens?
Yeah.
Not off rip. Shifty will do everything in his power to make sure they don't win. At least off rip.
I don't think they're closing.
I think for them, they can close, but it has to be whenever there's, and that's honestly, that's kind of the same for if somebody else is close to like anybody else. Thank you so much, baby. Oh, nice. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Updating. Okay, chat. Scores are being updated right now. I would say that's kind of the same thing for anybody else landing on big teams. Those teams will actually, I think, at least will chalk.
Yeah.
At least I think. You know? Chat, you think they're going to get conned? There you go. Tocayo, what's good, Tocayo? Tocayo, how can Ketchup come to the U.S., Tocayo? Me and him were talking about it today. Can he come to Atlanta? Is that possible? Oh my God, orange is fucking gas. Bro, what's good? Jesus loves you. No, Jesus loves you. What's good, man? I'm eating, what is this? Orange. All right. Game started? No, chat, here, I'll put it here.
They're loading in.
Yeah.
North of 25
I can leave it here for now.
and you have to
Come on, baby.
pray on the
That's how you eat
downfall
orange?
of some
Yes.
consistent
Yes.
teams. And a team that kind of has to do that like
Wait, you eat it like that? It's actually insane.
Why?
Is Twisted Minds. Twisted Minds
It's
are
peeled.
currently in
Yeah, it's peeled.
Oh, okay.
place.
Fair enough.
You thought I was just eating the skin?
Yeah.
Side by side, right? They were the ones to hoist that trophy.
Yeah, no.
In Riyadh.
Yeah,
last
Falcon
year.
got more points, by the way.
know
They
for
got
a
3 more
fact.
points.
I gotta go back. You're right. They did go up 2. Did anybody else change?
No.
Spectre. They got top.
No, I think they were there. So T1 is still at 16. Now let's go over top fragger shot. Come on. Yeah, do you want to do it?
Oh, my job.
You feel comfortable? Do you feel
All
comfortable?
right. King Chalk with 17, Destroy with 18, Dariel on 19, Nibs with 19, and then, I mean, you're right. Nathan, Big 23.
I mean, we got 3 U people and Old French.
Guys, this guy Sadiel has been fucking going crazy. I know we've been kind of keeping an eye on him. I've been looking at the kill feed. Holy shit. He's been going fucking rogue.
If you were to pick the top kills, right, like, you would not have guessed this, would you?
No, hell no. Dude, even Destroy's fucking going insane.
Yeah,
I
like,
love
there's
it.
no dongy, no shifty, like...
Damn.
Yeah.
And no spam either.
No spam, no
Spam is
disrupt.
normally.
Like,
We're doing reset, chat. Reset of the game.
oh, it's...
You know? It's the PC buff. Wait, you're right. Guys, Sadiel went from console.
Wait, he was quality on calls?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
qualified
qualified on console.
Guys, Sadiel is going from playing on console.
Oh, my God.
He qualified on console, and then now he's top fragging here, third top fragger, I guess tied for second, on PC. Oh, he got a PC already, but in quals, he was on console.
He was on console, yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Wow.
Yo, Mr. Papa Gaming, Mr. Papa. Thank you, man, for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you, handsome. Thank you, baby. Come on, baby. Noobs is so fucking hot. Don't objectify him, Braxton. Doing here? What are we doing, bro? Yo, Noobs on land. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Noobs on land is looking fucking insane.
Yeah, that I would not have put him as top fragger for his squad.
Chat, game's getting reset. It's about to start. Well, it's starting, but it's resetting. Wait. Right?
Someone's PC is getting swapped.
Oh, again? Let's see who it is. There you go. That's King Shock. That's first place right now. I don't think they're getting a swap. At least I don't think so. Mr. Eddie Quad Noobs is shooting, baby. A console PC should be separate lobbies if you get a buff from PC. Yo, I think everybody knows you get a buff from PC no matter what. Like going from, what do you get? 60 frames to 200 plus? I mean, that's a buff.
Pond has one, right?
Hold on, man.
Research. You've got 3 teams
Hey,
fighting for that
look.
central buy station in the center of the
What flavor
building.
is
So
it?
getting your loadout weapons can be a
Cookies
little
and cream.
more
Cookies and cream.
challenging, right? So you're kind of favoring some good ground loot. We've heard the desk talk about some
Wait,
meta
let me
and
see.
all
What
those
happened?
things. But making sure that you're remaining
Console's
flexible,
120?
that you're getting the
Yeah.
resources that you need for
I'm sorry,
that
I've been a
end-game
console forever.
navigation.
I don't know how
Because
many-
once
how many
you get
FPS is.
those pulls towards the end,
Yeah.
you have to be able to maximize
This is very different, chat.
the
They're
point
going from-
multiplier. That
I mean, PC
1.6
oh, wait, I think they're
is
resetting.
such a difference makers. And
Oh,
as
is it
we
one
look
of
at
their
the gentlemen
PCs?
on your screen? The
Wait, I don't know what's going on.
as Enigma loves to say over there, standing up, getting some stretches in.
Wait,
Of
Legacy,
course, we
really?
are still prepping to get
Staying
into game
loose.
number 4. You gotta
Oh, bathroom.
stay.
All right,
you
hey,
gotta
Sammy.
stay loose. That feels so.
Chat, can we
weird
get W, Sammy?
They gotta
For
stay
letting them
loose.
go to the
You
restroom?
gotta,
Can we get W, Sammy, for letting them go to the restroom?
If you've been sitting around for a little while, yeah.
I didn't realize what chairs they were sitting on. They do not look
Of course, if
comfy.
we can start the map, we
Wait, you think
wanna
our
make
couch is
sure
more
it's the most
comfortable?
Yeah.
competitively,
Quite cozy,
I
actually.
guess most filled with integrity,
Wait.
if you will. Or
Wait, Legacy,
has
did
to be,
did
at the
Nielsen
top of
have a
our
weaker PC,
priority
or did he
list,
just
so we
want a
will
new
take our
PC?
time in order to make sure that is
You know what
the
I'm saying?
case. But yeah, Tiff, it's
Because
it's
yo,
interesting.
if
We've
he
played
had,
3 maps
if
here,
Nielsen had
and,
a weaker
the
PC
second map in
and they didn't
particular,
switch it out on that, that's
Espérate,
fucking
espérate.
insane.
a couple of our teams
Yo, Smart, that's only for World Series, Pops.
liked on the map.
That's only for World
Trying it out
Series.
and seeing
So,
if it worked.
you barely getting
In
150 frames?
particular, I'm talking about Ravens
Legacy,
Esports
but
trying out Mansion.
Did he have
So
the
they
same
decided
PC, if
to
that makes
stay there
sense,
for
or no?
map 3. And then I'm talking about Los
Dude.
Carrillos, which is, I've been told I've been saying it wrong all day, so I will try to say it right.
Yeah, I mean, if they're here for a while, like 10 hours on those chairs.
Number, which is
Bro.
where they landed in the Open.
Oh, look at Skinner, look at Skinner.
And so they said, okay, let's do it again. And it kind of worked again. So,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
it'll be fun to
Yo,
see.
Ghost
It'll be fun to see
Malone.
Tests happen at Mansion. It'll be fun
What's
to see
good, baby
contests
Ghost?
happen
Thank you
at
for the 5
Lumber.
fucking
And
gifted,
of
man.
course, we
Mr.
don't
Ghost
research.
Malone, Ghost
I expect
Malone.
to see AG
Thank you, Pops. I appreciate that shit, man.
Obviously
Thank you, bro. Wait,
Yeah, so
and
here's the
wait, I got a
deal.
super
No
chat.
shade on Los Carrillos,
Mr.
because I'm a
Luis
huge fan of the
Correa.
team,
He said,
but they
what do you think
are
about
one
Amir
of the
team on
only teams
Warzone?
that has
They should
taken a
represent
win here
optic.
that is
Yo,
not
Luis,
inside the top
that would actually be
four.
kind of
Could
cool.
have
Hold
been a
on.
shift over towards
That would
Lumber
actually be
That should have been
fucking
really
insane.
good.
when you've got G2 and the
Yo.
Mates breathing down your neck.
Yo, Luis,
and
I'm gonna have to hit up
Falcons,
Hex.
Riverboat,
I'm gonna have to hit up
decided
Hex.
rotate
That would
over,
actually be
looking for
insane.
Every single kill
Holy
on
shit.
the entire map.
Oh,
And
man, bro.
roaming the
Yo,
south
Legacy,
side
I
is
don't know
the
where do I
best
go?
path of
Where do I go?
resistance, or at least
I'm
path
down.
of
I'm
resistance
down, bro.
over towards Research Center, right? Because you're just
Bandusky, oh, trust me, we know. We know. They're cooking, man. They're cooking, bro.
Towards game number 4, I want to see some.
Hopefully, chat. I don't know what's going on. I wonder. Okay, why do you guys think they're so different? from last
mansion ending.
from yesterday to today? Why do you think there's so many delays?
That's where I want to go.
I don't know.
All
Like,
right. Mansion ending.
I assume it's the same stuff. They just moved the setup.
So I'll be
So-
very
Yeah.
curious to see if you predict this.
I don't know.
No,
I mean,
I would like to see some
I
Western
don't.
zones.
Is there really?
And I think
Is there
Dancer
some
actually
type
said
of
it
like
perfectly for Vitality?
delay for that?
Hey, look,
like
Vitality's actually
the
doing a really
delay
good
for
job of
is
finding kills
caused
and
by
actually finding
them having to
in-game
switch out the
placements
PCs,
to
chat.
win
That's
on
why there's a
zones
delay
that
right now.
are on the
Now
opposite side
I
of the
don't know
map.
what's causing
What
that.
about
I don't know
the
what's
zones
going
the
on.
other side of the map? Is something and
I mean, Savvy, if you have any like insider scoop, let us know. Let us know because
to this stage
the
because
online. Wait, T, what?
they weren't really
PC
getting
issues,
kills.
nothing
Their
else.
average placement 4.5.
I don't know when although
Fourth place
barely
on
game
average every
3,
single map.
they're not.
They just
I
didn't
mean, they're
find a
doing
lot of kills
okay.
because of
They're
that.
not playing the way they normally play. Same thing for T1. I mean, bro, to come out and have Twisted Minds play the way they're playing right now is kind of nuts. And then same thing for T1. I mean, T1 is definitely more surprising, but you know,
isolated in lumber after winning a lot of those initial fights, and I'm like, there's been 3 or 4
game 3 in 2 hours and 40 minutes, mad. Yeah, chat. I know.
And I'm seeing the
Oh, come
gentlemen
on,
on
man.
the map feed like,
Yo, Pluto, I hope
really
you know. I hope Pluto that it's not really like that.
kind of
I hope
moving
not,
up,
man.
crawling through some
Ghost
buildings,
Malone, thank you for the
trying to
10,
find
man.
those
Thank you, bro.
engagements,
And Ricky,
all you
thank you for
can
the
do
61, baby.
is
Oh,
make sure
61, Ricky.
that you
Hold
get
on, bro.
those
Thank you,
numbers
Pops.
up
Thank you,
towards
bro.
150.
Fuck, man. Wait, when do you guys normally stream? What's like y'all's normal time?
Like I do like 1 p.m. UK time.
Damn,
So
that's
that's
early.
like 8 a.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, it's like 5. Oh no, my high.
No, Eastern.
Oh
8,
yeah. So you get on early as fuck. Wait, what do you normally do? Do you play big map, small
Yeah,
map?
big map.
Big map.
Big map.
Okay. Who do you
Black
normally
Ops
play with?
Royale though, that's my thing right
Yeah,
now. I really like it.
I think it's fun. I think it's
Yeah,
fun.
it is.
I like it better than Resurgence. That's right now. Or better than BR for sure. Now wait, low key. Is anybody playing BR for Dansk right now? Do people like? I wonder people like that.
It wasn't available. It's only just came, and is it just quads right
Last
now?
week, right?
Yeah.
I wonder people like. I wonder what the numbers compare. I want to see what the numbers look like. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but like what the numbers look like for Avalon versus Avalon Black Ops Royale versus Avalon BR, and see like who plays that. You know, because right now, there's very mixed like opinions
I agree,
on that.
Mar. Let
What about
Verdansk go.
Yeah.
We
Let
need
it
to let
go,
That's
man.
true. Guys, but what about Rebirth? Do you guys like Rebirth?
No.
No? Should we let Rebirth go too?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely feel like these maps aren't, like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. But people act like they're the best and the only option. And we've had better.
Yeah, guys, but Lucky Chamu says we should only keep Rebirth Island and don't get any new maps. And just keep Rebirth, but only, give Rebirth new face skins. But what's good, guys?
No, the Rebirth, they're hurting.
Oh, shit.
We've hurt their feelings.
Guys, but Lucky speaks for all the Rebirthers, chat. What the hell? Guys, he told the devs, he said, guys, don't make new maps, only make Rebirth Island and reskin it. What's good? I'm trolling. I thought, is he not here in the chat right now?
Nah.
Fuck, bro. Yo, he actually did say that, bro. I'm like, Lucky, you're fucking high, bro. Nah, I do agree with him in a sense, like, they should keep Rebirth Island, but I think they should keep making new maps on top of that because...
Do you think you do that with Verdansk as well? You think, like, Rebirth and Verdansk we keep and then we remake, like, have other ones? Or just Rebirth?
I don't know. I don't think the same level of love that Rebirth has, I don't think Verdansk has the same love. Like, bro, people are, like, I know people chat probably doesn't like it, but there are people that literally only play Rebirth. Like,
Yeah.
and they will never change. And, like, at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. If they keep bringing back Rebirth, if they keep doing things to it, like, and people keep playing it, right?
Been out for like a long, like 5 years?
5 years.
Not
5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Actually insane.
obviously we know that Verdansk numbers are probably really fucking low. And so, yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, Verdansk, I think for big map, I like freshness. I like just getting new shit consistently. Rebirth Island, I don't know. I would rather them just keep bringing out new maps, like, consistently.
Like, when people talk about this, I always say, like, with multiplayer, people are literally still grinding Nuketown. So
Right.
I don't think people mind when it's just the same map.
Right.
So,
That's why, that's why I say for Rebirth, like, Rebirth is the Nuketown of,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Warzone.
that's for sure.
And people like that. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this because some people were saying in the chat, like, bro, people keep saying bring back Bondo, but, like, there's got to be a reason they took it out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, from a business perspective, there's
Yeah.
got to be a reason of why they took out Bondo. and why Rebirth is still in.
Yeah, but we had Area 99 for like 5 minutes.
And guess what? They took it out because people didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
I literally didn't even get to play that map. It was here and gone, and I didn't even get to play it.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. So like, I love Bondo, but like, at least I like to think logically, if they took that out, it's probably because the numbers weren't that good.
Yeah, for sure.
And so they had to choose, do they bring back, like, what they probably did is, okay, do we bring back Bondo or Fortune's Keep? And then they chose which one.
Fortune's Keep. That's my
Yeah.
favorite Resurgence
I like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it for comp. For comp, it was fun.
What about big map? I feel like Almaz was
Almaz
really
is
the best.
Almaz is my
Yeah.
favorite big map.
100%.
Almaz and Verdansk. I think now Verdansk is kind of like overplayed.
Yeah,
But
I'll take Almaz every time, yeah.
I still think like I just want fresh new maps, even if it sucks for a year, which does suck, right? But just keep bringing in new maps. You could just keep Verdansk and then just keep updating it if you wanted to. But I don't think they have the resources to do that. I mean, to be fair, they have the resources to do anything. But like
these first 3 maps,
with the amount of money that they want to spend, the way that they do it, I don't think that they. I don't think they would keep like 2 maps, like, and then keep a 3rd map for a big map. I think they'll only keep 2. And even then, like, I don't know. I want to see if they're going to keep Rebirth Island. I want to see more consistent new maps like into the cycle. But I don't know if they want to spend that much money on that.
Well, we're going to find out how it goes. We're going to have Verdansk and Avalon, and we're going to have Rebirth and Haven at the same time. And maybe there's rumors of Fortune's Keep. So we may actually find out what it's like to have all these maps, maybe.
Make it super snappy.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Like, team that, quite frankly,
I like that Rebirth.
People expect
They're going to have 3 maps. At least I think, right? Rebirth, Fortune's Keep,
sitting on the cusp.
Haven's Hollow. Unless they sunset Haven's Hollow.
Once keep an eye on
Or
No, I like Haven.
I do like Haven too.
Looking